Your Fremont Moo broadcast will begin in 9 minutes. Your Fremont Moo broadcast will begin in 8 minutes. Fremont Moo broadcast will begin in 7 minutes. Fremont Moo broadcast will begin in 6 minutes. Fremont Moo broadcast will begin in 5 minutes. Fremont Moo broadcast will begin in 4 minutes. Fremont Moo broadcast will begin in 3 minutes. Fremont Moo broadcast will begin in 2 minutes. Fremont Moo broadcast will begin in 1 minute. Your Fremont Moo broadcast will begin in 30 seconds. Your Fremont Moo broadcast will begin in 15 seconds.
Fremont Moo baseball is on the air.
Next pitch, swung on and pulled to the right side, base hit. So Christian Hobbs turns on one and singles to right and gives the Moo their first hit of the ball game. Here's the line and the 1-1 from Vasquez. Swung on and grounded to short, might be two. Tablazon will get it to Bill on a waiver for one. Relay to first in time for a double play. The pitch. And that got to the backstop. Sweet's coming home. He's going to try to score, and he does, and the Moo win it.
This presentation of Fremont Moo Baseball is brought to you by the Dodge County Convention and Visitors Bureau, Inspiro Insurance, Your Fremont Hy-Vee, La Hacienda Mexican Restaurant, VC Plumbing, Heating and Excavating, Christensen Lumber, the LA Fireproof Door Company, Extreme Outdoor Power, Tommy's Express Car Wash, Methodist Fremont Health, Indra Mowing and Tree Care, S2 Roll-Offs and Refuse, Keel's Barbershop, the Nebraska Lottery, Fremont Electric, Coors Light, Yetchman's Heating and Air Conditioning, and Allo Communications.
Next pitch. Swale swings, hits this ball in the air, left center field, and that's going to drop in there for a base hit. Walking home is Palmer. Swales around first. He's on his way towards second. Slides in there. Safe. RBI double by Ben Swales. And it's a 5-0 Fremont Moo lead. 0-1. Swung on and hit in the air. Left center field. This is hit well into the gap. And it is going to be back. And it is going to be over the fence. Gone for a home run. Timing long. A 3-run home run to left center field. And the Moo extend the lead. It is now 5-1. Nichols winds. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3 to end the ball game. Trey Nichols battles through it, gets 2 strikeouts, and retires the Prospects in order in the ninth. 3 up and 3 down, and the cow jumps over the moon as the Fremont Moo defeat the Nebraska Prospects. The final score, 3-2.
Now let's head to the field, and with the call of the game, here's Rich Wright.
Good evening once again, everyone. Welcome to historic Moeller Field in Fremont for a Saturday night edition of Fremont Moo Baseball on Big Dog Country, 98.9 FM, 1340 AM, KHUB, Fremont, Nebraska, AM and FM. Also at fremontmoo.com/Mixler. We got video streaming live as well at fremontmoo.com and on YouTube at BSDN Live. Well, the Moo have had 2 days off. That hasn't happened at all yet this year, as Fremont had an off day on Thursday and were scheduled to play yesterday against the Nebraska Prospects. But heavy rain early in the morning and then light precipitation throughout the entire day wiped things out. So yesterday's first game of the 3-game series with the Prospects was postponed, and it's been rescheduled for Thursday of next week. And so that will become a 4-game series next week with the Prospects, adding on to the Friday, Saturday, Sunday series. And so this is just a short little 2-game series between Fremont and the Nebraska Prospects before the Moo travel to Pierre, South Dakota on Monday to take on the Oahe Zap on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Last time out, the Moo were able to complete a 3-game sweep with the Hastings Sodbusters, doing so on Wednesday and winning by a score of 9-8 here at historic Moeller Field. A contest, or a series rather, that the Moo were able to battle their way and come from behind 3 different times and defeat the Sodbusters, all by 1-run games. 6-5 in the first game, and then 9-8 on Tuesday, and then here at historic Moeller Field Wednesday night by a score of 9-8 as well. With that, the Moo have increased their overall record to 21-12 in the season, and now the Independence League's first half champion is 4-5 in the second half of the league. The Nebraska Prospects are playing really good baseball. One of the 2 travel teams in the league that does not qualify for the postseason, but the Prospects have shown that they are one of the top teams in the league, if not the top team. 20-3 is the overall record, 6-0 in the second half of the schedule, and the Prospects have won 14 straight games, and the Moo are hoping that they can find a way to break that streak coming up here tonight. But we anticipate to be a really good crowd for this evening's contest. The weather has cooled off. Got some good group outings that are taking place here tonight as well. And should see some really good baseball against 2 really good pitchers here tonight. As for the Fremont Moo, we're going to see Tyson Romero on the mound, the Nebraska Wesleyan product, 3-0 in the season, and he'll be going up against P.J. Laux. This will be the 3rd time the Moo have faced Laux this season. He's 5-0, and he's out of Rockhurst, an Omaha native, who is really good this season. Both pitchers have ERAs that are in the middle 2s, so if the pitching sticks up in this ballgame here tonight, could be a low-scoring contest, but you know baseball, it could change on you in a fly as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun tonight. It's the Fremont Moo and the Nebraska Prospects, game 1 of this short 2-game series here at historic Moeller Field in Fremont. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Dodge County Convention and Visitors Bureau welcoming weather as they welcome you to historic Moeller Field in Fremont. And as far as our temperature is concerned, it's a very nice night tonight. We have fair skies and a temperature of 75 degrees. Calm winds here tonight. Humidity is up just a bit at 57%, but with it only being 75, shouldn't be a factor here tonight. Overnight, there's going to be some patchy fog. Otherwise, mostly cloudy skies later and a low of 55 degrees for this evening. So it's going to be a really nice night for baseball here at historic Moeller Field in Fremont. The stars of tomorrow team that's here are the Little Giants, and they are out of Omaha, and they're here this evening as they're playing catch with the team and throwing out the first pitch, and they're going to get a chance to enjoy the baseball game coming up here tonight as well. When we return, we'll bring you our Inspro Insurance pregame show, and we'll hear from Ben Asher, the head coach of the Fremont Moo. That's all coming up next. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Welcome to Fremont and Dodge County, where we invite you to play, shop, stay, and eat. Dodge County is where your next outdoor adventure is at your fingertips. Fremont and Dodge County have many hotels, campgrounds, and RV parks to suit any needs. Come explore the hidden treasures scattered throughout these vibrant, small town and sleepy rural villages that harmonize with nearby urban opportunities.
Wouldn't it be great if you could have your insurance for auto, home, business, farm, life, and retirement in just one agency? That's what Inspro, a Marsh McLennan Agency Company LLC, is for. They can help protect what's important to you. With Inspro, your future is limitless. Visit Inspro in Fremont or call them at 402-721-9707. Nationwide is on your side. Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates, Columbus, Ohio. Subject to underwriting guidelines, review, and approval.
Time once again for the Inspro Insurance pregame show, and we chat with Ben Asher, the head coach of the Fremont Moo. Couple days off. I had an off day, then you got rained out, so now it's back at it, and you got the Nebraska Prospects coming in. So instead of a 3-game series, this is a 2-game series, and they're playing really good baseball right now. And with those 2 days off, what are some of your thoughts going into the series?
I think it was kind of, to me, until we see how we do tonight, it's kind of a mini blessing that we got. We've been playing for quite a few. I think we had 9 games in 10 days, and then a break, and then we played another, I think, 4 or 5, and it's just a lot of baseball, and so anytime you can get an extra day off for guys to rest. The nice thing was some of the guys, I went and got in the cages yesterday, and we're working to get better, so I'm hoping that the extra day is a blessing for us, another day to rest our legs, and we come back fresh to play a really good baseball team. So got to play our best baseball tonight. We have our best man on the mound tonight in Tyson Romero, and we have a big bat back as well in Tyler Harrington. So just excited to see us hopefully play at our best level tonight.
I think one of the things that's really significant to the growth of your baseball team is that you won 3 games against Hastings. They were all one-run games, and you maybe didn't play your best baseball, but some of your guys that really need experience at this time of the year got that in crucial situations, and they performed, didn't they?
Yeah, Tyler Hummel had a huge hit for us in one of the games, and then both him and Jason Clark came through for us to get on base for Neil Jansen, who had been struggling at the plate, and he had a really big hit for us, and then came back here and found a way to win a baseball game here at home too. Again, not pretty, kind of an ugly game. Had a lot of errors that we need to clean up, but overall, just proud of our guys as always to continue to fight in every single game and pull away 3 really close games.
Had like a week and a half straight of baseball there, and after getting a couple days off, do you feel like the grind kind of stops a little bit and everybody's rejuvenated?
I feel that way, but the thing with summer baseball is once you feel like it's over, it restarts. So we'll be back on that now. One of our off days next week, we don't have that anymore since we're filling that with the game. So it'll be a whole new grind that we start this week. And again, if we don't play good baseball, it can be an ugly week. But if we just play clean baseball, we're gonna be just fine.
You watch the Prospects, and they're having a lot of success. They won 14 in a row, and they've got the West's best winning percentage of everybody. However, they're not a qualifier for the postseason. But when you look at this team, what do you have to do to stop their success?
I have to pitch well, and then we cannot give up the free bases. I think each time we've lost to them, our free bases have scored, and if you take those away from the equation, the games are a lot closer. And we've had close games with them all year, so we have to pitch well, and we have to play clean baseball without giving up free runners.
A little cooler night after some rain. Feels good, doesn't it?
Feels really nice. They don't have to fight the heat and the exhaustion or fatigue, so hopefully our guys will be, like I said, well-rested and not fighting that aspect of the game.
All right, Coach, good luck tonight.
Thanks, Rich.
That's Ben Asher, head coach of the Fremont Moo. More of the Inspro Insurance pregame show continues after a timeout. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Wouldn't it be great if you could have your insurance for auto, home, business, farm, life, and retirement in just one agency? That's what Inspro, a Marsh McLennan Agency Company LLC, is for. They can help protect what's important to you. With Inspro, your future is limitless. Visit Inspro in Fremont or call them at 402-721-9707. Nationwide is on your side. Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates, Columbus, Ohio. Subject to underwriting guidelines, review, and approval.
Hey Hy-Vee shoppers, be sure to stop by your Fremont Hy-Vee this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for our big 3-day sale. We have Baskin & Bushel 1-pound strawberries on sale for just $1.88 each. Then over in the cereal aisle, we have Hy-Vee one-step cereal on sale for just 99 cents each. Then we have Smithfield marinated pork loin fillets. Buy one, get one free back here in the meat department. So swing on by. We have these deals and many, many more this weekend for our big 3-day sale right here at your Fremont Hy-Vee.
closer to first pitch at historic Moeller Field between the Fremont Moo and the Nebraska Prospects. This will be the 7th game of the season between these two teams. Fremont took 2 out of 3 from the Prospects in the first series, but then the Prospects swept Fremont in series number 2, and so the Prospects have been playing really good baseball, as I mentioned, as of late. 20-3 overall, 6-0 in the second half. The pregame show brought to you by Inspro Insurance. Proceed with confidence with Inspro in Fremont, West Point, Wahoo, Lincoln, Omaha, and West Des Moines. Go to insproins.com for details. Let's take a look at the scoreboard from last night in the Independence League. The Oahe Zap defeated the other non-qualifier for the postseason, the Sawtooth Sockeyes, 10-8 in Pierre. Of course, Fremont and Nebraska Prospects were rained out. They're going to make that game up coming up next Thursday, and that'll be on July the 13th in a 7:05 contest. Spearfish Sasquatch were a 6-2 winner over the Casper Spuds in Spearfish, and the Badlands Big Sticks were 11-4 winners over the Hastings Sodbusters. So up on the schedule tonight, one game that's currently underway is in Pierre, where Oahe and Sawtooth are scoreless, and that ball game is in the bottom of the second inning. The other games tonight, aside from this one, have Casper at Spearfish, and Hastings is at Badlands. Take a look at the standings as they speak at this particular time. The Nebraska Prospects have the best overall record at 20-3. Badlands is 22-12. That's a half game ahead of Fremont, who's 21-12 for the overall record. Casper is 19-15. Sawtooth 6-6 in league play. Spearfish is 17-19. Hastings is 7-26, and Oahe is 9-28. Of course, Fremont won the Independence League's first half, and they will wait and see who they will play in the first week of August. And it's been determined that the Moo on August 1st and 2nd will be on the road for the first 2 games of that best of 5. And then after an off day on the 3rd, they will host an August 4th game and an if necessary game on the 5th and the 6th at historic Moeller Field for the Independence League Baseball Championship this upcoming season. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Make sure you get your tickets ahead of time at fremontmoo.com. All right, let's take a look at the starting lineups for tonight's ballgame. Tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by your Fremont Hy-Vee. For a lineup that's loaded, shop your Fremont Hy-Vee. Go to HyVeeIslesOnline.com now and place your order. For the visiting Nebraska Prospects, 20-3 on the season, 6-0 in the Independence League second half, coached by Trevor Varley. Leading off and playing third base is number 3, Easton Swafford. Batting second and playing left field is number 1, Colin Lynham. Batting third and playing shortstop, number 12, Tyler Palmer. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 32, Cole Kitchens. Batting fifth and playing first base is number 20, Jackson Trout. Batting sixth and playing second base is number 8, Trey Mungeon. Batting seventh and doing the catching is number 10, Tucker Bradley. Batting eighth, playing center field, number 2, Cade Lynham. And batting ninth and playing right field is number 5, Danny Spongberg. Again, for the Prospects, it's Swafford, Colin Lynham, Palmer, Kitchens, Trout, Mungeon, Bradley, Cade Lynham, Spongberg, and P.J. Laux is on the mound. Laux is a 5'10", 185-pound right-hander from Omaha at Rockhurst University who has a 5-0 record this season at a 2.12 earned run average. The starting lineup for the Fremont Moo, 21-12 on the season, 4-5 in the Independence League second half, and the first half champions of the league. For Ben Asher's squad, leading off and playing shortstop is number 13, Ben Swales. Batting second is the designated hitter, number 5, Hayden Lewis. Batting third, returning back to the Moo, is third baseman, number 29, Tyler Harrington. Batting fourth and playing first base, number 21, Timon Long. Batting fifth and doing the catching, number 26, Jason Willers. Batting sixth and playing center field is number 31, Neil Jansen. Batting seventh and playing left field, number 39, Andrew Kirchner. Batting eighth and playing second base is number 11, Tyler Hummel. And batting ninth and playing right field is number 9, Jason Clark. Again, for the Moo, it's Swales, Lewis, Harrington, Long, Willers, Jansen, Kirchner, Hummel, and Clark. And on the mound for Fremont tonight, number 14, Tyson Romero, a 6'5", 190-pound right-hander from Lincoln, a sophomore at Nebraska Wesleyan. He'll be towing the slab for the Moo coming up here this evening. The coaches have exchanged the lineup cards with the home plate umpires, and when we come back, we'll get set for our national anthem. Back after we take a timeout. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Hey, Hy-Vee shoppers, be sure to stop by your Fremont Hy-Vee this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for our big 3-day sale. We have Baskin & Bushel 1-pound strawberries on sale for just $1.88 each. Then over in the cereal aisle, we have Hy-Vee One-Step cereal on sale for just 99 cents each. Then we have Smithfield marinated pork loin fillets. Buy one, get one free back here in the meat department. So swing on by. We have these deals and many, many more this weekend for our big 3-day sale right here at your Fremont Hy-Vee.
La Hacienda Mexican Restaurant, your favorite family-owned restaurant, is offering their Family Taco Pack special. Right now, feed the whole family with 12 tacos, rice, beans, chips, and salsa for only $33. Be sure to check the back of your Fremont Moo tickets for a Move List discount at La Hacienda. You can get the Family Taco Pack anytime. La Hacienda, 3140 Elk Lane. Calling your Family Taco Pack at 402-721-9909 or order online at lahaciendafremont.com. They cater too.
Back at historic Moeller Field in Fremont, Rich Ray along with you on Big Dog Country, FremontMoo.com, and also on YouTube on BSDN Live. Great to have you along tonight. As hope you're enjoying your Saturday evening for baseball action as the lineups are being introduced at this particular time before we get set for the national anthem coming up here in just a moment. But as far as returners are concerned for Fremont, that the Moo are really excited about is the fact that Tyler Harrington has returned to the Moo. Tyler played for 2 weeks, and the intention was him to then head back home and get ready to head to the University of Alabama, Birmingham. Well, he got a little bit Fremont homesick is what happened, and so he decided to come back from Tennessee, and he's back with the Moo as they welcome him with open arms as he had a hit in 14 of the 15 games that he played for the Moo earlier this season. So it's great to have him back in the lineup as well, and that's what this time of the year is about right now. It's kind of shoring up your lineups, and all the teams are going to make a push for bringing in maybe another arm, another bat, and trying to make that push for the end of the year, and so it should be a lot of fun coming up as well. Dimensions at historic Moeller Field. 320 down the right field line, 340 to the scoreboard in right center. It's 390 to straightaway center field, 340 to the left center field light pole, and then it's 290 down the left field line, 24-foot Moeller Monster from the foul pole into left center field. So that's a look at the dimensions here at historic Moeller Field. Thank you for the rain, Mother Nature. That was much needed as it's made the field much more green, and it should be a lot more softer when we see a bouncing ball along the infield and out in the outfield as well. As Jacob Ortiz for the Fremont Moo is introducing the Fremont Moo players at this time. And then we'll get set for our national anthem coming up here in just a moment. Yep, we went from 90s earlier in the week. 4th of July during the day was very hot, and now we're into the 70s for this one here. So the starting lineups have been introduced at this particular time, and both teams are making their way out onto the baselines. The Little Giants accompanying the Moo here this evening, this youth team from Omaha. And right now we're going to get set for our national anthem this evening. And our national anthem tonight is going to be performed by Nathan Fincham.
For the national anthem performed by Nathan Fincham.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light, once so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does the star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of
Star Spangled Banner, the national anthem. Nathan Fincham with our presentation here this evening. First pitch between the Moo and the Prospects is coming up next. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
La Hacienda Mexican Restaurant, your favorite family-owned restaurant, is offering their Family Taco Pack special. Right now, feed the whole family with 12 tacos, rice, beans, chips, and salsa for only $33. Be sure to check the back of your Fremont Moo tickets for a Move List discount at La Hacienda. You can get the Family Taco Pack anytime. La Hacienda, 3140 Elk Lane. Calling your Family Taco Pack at 402-721-9909 or order online at lahaciendafremont.com. They cater too.
Gentlemen, here at Weesey Plumbing and Excavating, our customer's duty is our duty.
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Now, you're Fremont's finest, and I want you people-pleasing plunger anglers to remember here at Weesey, we don't stop fighting clogged drains, low water pressure, frozen pipes, until our residential and commercial customers are smiling. Am I making myself clear, you toilet snake and sink suckers?
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Now, our customers will find us in Fremont, on Facebook, and online at WeeseyPlum.com. Weesey Plumbing and Excavating. Your duty is our duty.
Take a seat right over there. Sat on the stairs, stay or leave. The cabinets are bare, and I'm unaware of just how we got into this mess. Got so aggressive.
It's time for Fremont Moo Baseball at historic Moeller Field in Fremont. Rich Ray along with you on Big Dog Country, FremontMoo.com. Also streaming live at FremontMoo.com and YouTube at BSDN Live. As the first game of this two-game series between the Moo and the Prospects just about ready to get underway. So let's take a look at the defensive arrangement tonight for the Fremont Moo. In left field is Andrew Kirchner. In center field is Neil Jansen. And over in right field is Jason Clark. At third base is Tyler Harrington. The shortstop is Ben Swales. At second base is Tyler Hummel. At first base is Timon Long. Doing the catching is Jason Willers. And on the mound, Tyson Romero. Romero out of Nebraska Wesleyan. He is 3-0 in the season with a 2.19 earned run average. He's got a good fastball, and he's got an outstanding slider, which makes it difficult for the opposition to make contact on. And we were hoping that he will be on his game coming up here tonight as far as his slider is concerned. So Tyson Romero worked 22 to third innings this season. This is his fifth start. 3-0 the record. He's given up 15 hits. 8 runs, 7 earned. He struck out 29. He's walked 7. The ERA 2.19. And Easton Swafford will step in, the left-handed batter, and the first pitch from Romero is swung on a miss for strike one. And we are underway at historic Moeller Field. 7:08 is our first pitch with a fair sky tonight and 75 degrees. The wind in the 0-1 pitch now from Romero, swung on a miss for strike two. 0-2 on Easton Swafford. Swafford out of Crowder College. Hometown is Bee Branch, Arkansas. And he's batting .321 with no homers and 19 runs batted in. The 0-2 slider misses down and away. And the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. The Moo wearing their purple tops tonight with the white pants. The Nebraska Prospects have the black jerseys on with the red lettering and white pants. And Romero brings the 1-2 pitch home. And that's swung on a miss for strike three. So Tyson Romero with a good, strong slider high in the zone that Swafford could not make contact on. And 1 up and 1 down to begin the ballgame. So that'll bring to the plate now the left fielder, number 1, Colin Lynham. 6 foot, 185-pound senior from Springfield, Nebraska. Plays his college ball at Wayne State College. He and his twin brother, Cade, are in the starter in the lineup. Colin's batting .333 with no home runs and 16 runs batted in. Here's a good slider that's in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Our umpires this evening on the bases is Frank Williams, and calling the balls and strikes is Tucker McHugh. The wind in the 0-1 now from Romero. Fastball, swung on a miss, strike two. We have, which might be the best crowd of the season here tonight. I think a lot of it's got to do with the weather and that the Moo haven't played in 2 days. So we got a lot of folks have come out for tonight's contest. Now the 0-2 from Romero. Slider, swung on and fouled out of play, and the count stays put at 0-2 on Colin Lynham. 1 out with nobody on, just underway at historic Moeller Field in Fremont. Thanks for being along with us tonight. The second game of this short 2-game series is tomorrow night at 6:05 as the 0-2 slides outside, and it's 1-2. The promotion tonight is Salute to Service Night. So all active and retired military personnel are here tonight into the ball game for free admission. Now the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and chopped foul into the Moo dugout, and the count stays at 1-2. Yep, so a lot of the Moo players were reaching out to Tyler Harrington and say, hey, what are you doing? And he said, not much. He's just kind of hanging out at home. And he kind of missed it. So he's back. The 1-2 swung on a miss for strike three. So 2 straight strikeouts by Tyson Romero to begin the ball game. With 2 outs, it'll bring to the plate the shortstop, number 12, Tyler Palmer. Palmer's 6 foot 180 out of Southeast Community College, and his hometown is Columbus. And Palmer's hitting .256 with no home runs and 3 runs batted in. So Romero will look into Timon Long, doing the catching tonight. The pitch to Palmer. He shows bunt, pops it up, and Long will make the catch for, Jason Willers doing the catching, I beg your pardon. Willers makes the catch for the final out of the inning. So Palmer tried to bunt, but pops it up, and that's going to do it for the Prospects in the top of the first. Tyson Romero retires them in order, 3 up and 3 down. One half inning of baseball complete. Back for the bottom of the first after a timeout. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Gentlemen, here at Weesey Plumbing and Excavating, our customer's duty is our duty.
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Now, you're Fremont's finest, and I want you people-pleasing plunger anglers to remember here at Weesey, we don't stop fighting clogged drains, low water pressure, frozen pipes, until our residential and commercial customers are smiling. Am I making myself clear, you toilet snake and sink suckers?
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Now, our customers will find us in Fremont, on Facebook, and online at WeeseyPlum.com. Weesey Plumbing and Excavating. Your duty is our duty.
Now that's what a solid piece of wood sounds like. Look just past that left field wall at Moeller Field, you'll see Christensen Lumber, a solid lumber company for nearly a century. And there goes another ball into the lumber yard. Professional builders know Christensen Lumber is their home run hitter for quality materials. More contractors and woodworkers will tell you Christensen Lumber is the best choice to find quality cuts of lumber. Since 1923, Christensen Lumber. It's where the pros go. 714 South Main, just past the left field wall at Moeller Field.
Hey, hey, hey. I got a condo in Manhattan. Baby girl, what's happening? You and your ass invited. So
back to historic Moeller Field. We go to the bottom of the first. No score. Tyson Romero able to retire all 3 batters he faced in the top half of the inning, and the Moo will get ready to swing the bats with Ben Swales, Hayden Lewis, and Tyler Harrington. The defensive arrangement for Trevor Varley's Nebraska Prospects. In left field, it's Colin Lynham. In center field, Cade Lynham. In right field, Danny Spongberg. Over at third base is Easton Swafford. The shortstop is Tyler Palmer. At second base, Trey Mungeon. At first base is Jackson Trout. Doing the catching is Tucker Bradley, and on the mound, P.J. Laux, the Rockhurst University product out of Omaha. The right-hander is 5-0, and he's got a 2.12 earned run average. And Laux has worked 33 innings this year. This is his 7th start, and a perfect 5-0 record. He's given up 29 hits, 11 runs, 10 earned. He has struck out 24 and walked 11. That ERA is 2.12. As Ben Swales will step in. And here's the line in the first pitch of the contest from Laux, and it's low and away for ball 1. Make sure you get your popcorn and your drinks all ready as P.J. Laux is on the mound, and he pitches in a hurry. As the next pitch is swung on a miss, it's now 1-1 to Swales. The Tiffin, Iowa native out of the University of Iowa, batting .259 with 1 home run, 16 runs batted in, and he has stolen 29 bases on the year. The 1-1 pitch is a fastball at the knees on the outside corner for strike 2. So Laux is ahead, 1 ball and 2 strikes. This is the 3rd time the Moo have faced Laux already this year. The 1-2 swung on and tapped foul. The count stays put here at 1 ball and 2 strikes on Ben Swales. Hayden Lewis and Tyler Harrington to bat next. Swales back in the box. Here comes the 1-2. And it's a fastball low. The count will even up now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 on the Fremont Moo shortstop. Bottom of the first, no score. Here's the 2-2. And that misses low and away. As the count goes full, Swales does what all good leadoff batters should do. See as many pitches as you can. And he pushes the count full. 3-2. Laux into the line. Here comes. Swales swings and misses for strike 3. So Ben Swales strikes out. And there's 1 down here in the Moo first inning. So that's going to bring to the plate now the designated hitter, number 5, Hayden Lewis. Lewis just rejoined the Moo out of UTAN. Redshirted at the University of Nebraska. Had off-season elbow surgery. And the pitch is down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Tyler Harrington and Timon Long were in the dugout prior to the ball game with Lewis as this pitch is in there for a strike. And they're like, show me your scar. Show me your scar. Boy, he's got a big old scar that's right on that left elbow from having surgery. The 1-1 swung on and popped foul to our left and out of play. So the count on Lewis, 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 on the left-handed hitter. Next pitch from Laux is outside. And count evens. It's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the first, no score between the Moo and the Nebraska Prospects. Here's the 2-2. Lewis swings and taps it foul. Back behind home plate to our right. The count stays put here at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Purple tops for the Moo, black tops for the Prospects, and our umpires are wearing their black tops this evening. Here comes the 2-2 pitch to Lewis. He swings and misses for strike 3. So Laux with a good, hard breaking pitch that Lewis cannot connect, and Laux has struck out the first 2 batters he's faced. So with 2 down, it'll bring to the plate now number 29, Tyler Harrington. Harrington returning back to the Moo. Lakeland, Tennessee native, and he's headed to the University of Alabama, Birmingham. In the 15 games that he played for the Moo, he hit .413 with 2 home runs and 12 runs batted in. First pitch to Harrington, he swings and fouls it back. So the count, no balls and 1 strike to Tyler Harrington. Timon Long, the first baseman, will be next. So Long's playing first base tonight. I think I incorrectly said he was catching. As long as Timon knows where he is, then we're set. We're good. No balls and 1 strike. Next pitch to Harrington. And that fastball is low and away. The count evens. It's now 1-1. 1-1 to Tyler Harrington. Well, tonight is Salute to Service Night, so there'll be much recognition to our military veterans that are here. The 1-1, Harrington swings, hits this ball in the air to right center field. That's going to drop for a base hit. It's going to be extra bases. Harrington's around first. He's on his way towards second. He'll stroll in there with a 2-out double, and Tyler Harrington picks up where he left off a couple of weeks ago as he delivers a hit. A double for Tyler Harrington. Gives the Moo a base runner in scoring position with 2 down. So that's going to bring to the plate now. First baseman number 21, Timon Long. Long's batting .262 with 7 home runs and 25 runs batted in. Here's the pitch. And that breaking ball is low. It's 1-0. 1 ball and no strikes to Long. Timon, for most of the season, was the leader in the league in home runs, but DJ Van Atten from Spearfish has caught and surpassed him as he's been hitting the cover off the ball, has Van Atten. Here's a breaking ball that's in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Timon's got 7 home runs. Van Atten for Spearfish now has 10 on the year. So it'll be interesting when the Moo face Spearfish again. You see the power-hitting right-handers that the Spearfish Sasquatch have in their lineup. Here's a breaking ball low and away. And the count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike on Timon Long, the first baseman. Tyler Harrington's out at second base with 2 down. We're in the bottom of the first, no score. P.J. Laux out of the stretch. The 2-1 pitch. Long swings, and he hits this ball in the air to left field. This one's hit deep. It's back by the fence, and it's gone for a home run. Timon Long back in the home run chase. It's a 2-run shot over the Moeller Monster, and Fremont leads it by a score of 2-0. Solid contact by Timon Long on the pitch that was down around knee high. He went down and got it, and he smoked it out of the ballpark, and Fremont takes the early lead. So Timon Long, the Sioux Falls, South Dakota native out of the College of Southern Nevada, puts Fremont on top 2-0. And that's going to bring to the plate now the catcher, number 26, Jason Willers. Willers out of Davenport, Iowa. Morningside University catcher and designated hitter. Batting .429 with 2 home runs and 15 runs batted in. First pitch to Willers is swung on a miss for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike to Jason Willers. So the Moo jump on top on a 2-run home run by Timon Long here in the bottom of the first. Here's the 0-1. And Willers swings and misses, and he's down to the count here at no balls and 2 strikes. 0-2 on Willers. If he reaches, Neil Jansen will be next. Willers back in the batter's box in the 0-2. And called strike 3 on the outside corner in the inning, a fastball. So striking out the side is P.J. Laux, but the Moo get the damage done with a 2-run home run by Timon Long. 2 hits in the inning, no errors, and nobody left. We played 1 full inning. Fremont leads the Nebraska Prospects 2-0. Back with more in a moment. This is Fremont Moo Baseball. Fremont's place to be is the LA Fireproof Door Company. Beer, booze, burgers, and other stuff. Located at 325 North Main Street in downtown Fremont. Stop by and check out their awesome menu. The door is open Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. and Sunday from 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. Plus, the grill is open all hours. The door is open. All items on the menu are available for takeout. Call 402-727-8911 to place your order. To see what's happening at the door, follow them on Facebook. That's the LA Fireproof Door Company, downtown Fremont. If you're in need of lawn equipment products or repair, contact the professionals at Extreme Outdoor Power at 805 South Broad Street in Fremont. Bring in your lawn equipment and get a same-day free estimate. Call 402-721-1905 for more information or to set up an appointment. Plus, check out the power equipment accessories Extreme Outdoor Power has available. You'll see why Extreme Outdoor Power is the #1 choice for lawn mowers, competitive pricing, customer care, financing, and free estimates. Open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5 and Saturdays from 9 to 3. Extreme Outdoor Power, where they don't sell just mowers, they sell lifestyles. One inning complete at historic Moeller Field. It's a 2-0 Fremont Moo lead, courtesy of a 2-run home run by Timon Long. And the Moo were able to connect on P.J. Laux with a couple of 2-out hits, a double by Tyler Harrington, and then the 2-run shot by Long to left field, putting the Moo in front. So Tyson Romero will go back to work here in the top of the second, facing the 4, 5, and 6 batters, Cole Kitchens, Jackson Trout, and Trey Mungin. This is Salute to Service Night, and military folks are being recognized throughout the ball game during our half innings. And then tomorrow night, it is Gone Country Night. You wear your country apparel tomorrow night, and you get a half-price general admission ticket. So Kelly Johnson will have to jump into his closet and find the cowboy hat. Here's the first pitch from Romero, and that's down low for ball 1 to Cole Kitchens. 1 ball and no strikes to Kitchens, batting .391 with 1 home run and 12 runs batted in. The wind and the 1-0 pitch. And that slider just missed. So the count now goes to 2-0. Cole Kitchens, 6'4", 215 out of Crowder College. Centerton, Arkansas is the hometown. Here's a pitch swung on a missed. And the count now is 2-1 to Cole Kitchens. Kitchens is a sophomore at Crowder College. The 2-1 pitch. Good slider swung on a missed. And the count now is 2 balls and 2 strikes. The thing that makes Romero's slider so effective is he's got outstanding late movement. Now the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss and another slider for strike 3. So Tyson Romero with 3 strikeouts in an inning and a third, and there's 1 down here in the top of the second inning. So that's going to bring to the plate first baseman number 20, Jackson Trout, 6'5", 220-pounder from Papillion, and he's a junior at Nebraska Omaha. Trout's batting .316, no home runs, 18 runs batted in. Here's the pitch. Fastball, and it's in there for a strike. 0-1 to Trout. Trey Mungin will be next. The wind by Romero, and now the 0-1 pitch. Good slider that's down low, and the count evens. It's now 1 ball and 1 strike to Jackson Trout. The first 3-game series, Fremont won the series 2-1. But the second series, the Prospects swept the Moo. The 1-1. That's outside for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike to count. So here's the 2-1 pitch on the way. And that fastball's at the bottom of the zone for a called strike. The count now 2-2 on Jackson Trout. 1 out, nobody on. Top of the second, 2-0 in favor of Fremont. Comes the wind and the 2-2 pitch. Slider swung on a miss for strike 3. Another strikeout for Tyson Romero. He's got 4 strikeouts and an inning in 2/3. And with 2 down, it's going to bring to the plate now the second baseman, number 8, Trey Mungin. Mungin, a Millard South High School graduate, and he's now at Southwest Baptist University. A junior from Omaha, and Tyson Romero wants a new baseball. Mungin's batting .260 on the year with no home runs and 10 runs batted in. Ready to go to work is Romero. First pitch to Mungin. Slides outside, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Next pitch on the way. And that's in there for a called strike. So the count evens 1-1 here on Trey Mungin. 2 outs, nobody on in the top of the second. Now the 1-1. Slider in there for called strike 2. 1-2 on Trey Mungin. Let's see, Romero's got options now. Let's see if he goes with the slider again. Here's the wind, and now the 1-2 pitch. That fastball is high and inside. So the count evens. It's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Next pitch, down low. It's the count full. So on the season, the Prospects have defeated Fremont 4 out of 6 times. 3-2 on Mungin. Next pitch from Romero. Slider, swung on, high bouncer, foul, wide of third, and down near the Moo bullpen. So the count stays put at 3-2. So yeah, look in your closet, find that good country gear, maybe a good flannel, cowboy hat, some boots. Come on out tomorrow night and get a half price on the general admission ticket. 3-2, swung on a missed for strike 3 to end the inning. So Tyson Romero strikes out the side here in the second, and that's going to do it for the Prospects in the top of the inning. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the second. It remains a 2-0 Fremont Moo lead. You're listening to Fremont Moo Baseball.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Tommy's Express Car Wash on East 23rd in Fremont. Have you given the Unlimited Tommy Club a try? Just download the Tommy's Express app, and guess what? When you download it now, you get your first month free. That's the Tommy Club, keeping your car clean every day. Wash as many times as you want each month. The Tommy Club starts at just $24.99 per month. Sign up today at Tommy's Express Car Wash in Fremont.
When does a moment become life-changing? How can today make the difference for tomorrow? When envisioning what kind of future is possible, the challenges never stop. And neither do we. Methodist, the meaning of care.
Go to the bottom of the second at historic Moeller Field. It's a 2-0 Fremont Moo lead. Tyson Romero has looked really sharp over the first 2 innings as he has retired all 6 batters, striking out 5 of them. And for the Moo, it'll be 6, 7, and 8 in the order coming to the plate. Neil Jansen, Andrew Kirchner, and Tyler Hummel against P.J. Laux. Neil Jansen, 5'10", 186 out of Cypress, California. Wrapped up his freshman year at San Jose State. Getting ready to face Laux. The first pitch of the bottom of the second is going to be outside for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes to Jansen, batting .208 with 2 home runs and 12 runs batted in. Jansen takes his time getting into the batter's box in the 1-0. Swung on, it's going to be chopped off of his foot. It'll be a foul ball. And the count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Back on Tuesday, Jansen had probably the most dramatic home run for the Moo this season. He hit the 3-run homer in the top of the 9th inning to put the Moo in front of the Hastings Sodbusters 9-8, and did so at the largest ballpark in the state at Duncan Field, the 1-1. Fastball on the outside corner for a strike. So the count on Jansen now goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Laux ready to work on the left side of the pitching rubber, and now the 1-2. And Jansen lays off the off-speed pitch. And the count evens up now at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Neil Jansen. Jansen now back in the box, and here comes the 2-2. Swung on and ripped to foul just wide of third base. Bouncing ball that just was to the left of the bag. Home fans wanted that one fair, but Tucker McHugh, he was on top of it, and that's a foul ball down the left side. The count stays even at 2-2. Laux winds, the next pitch on the way. And Jansen swings and pulls it in the left field for a base hit. So Neil Jansen connects on his first at bat of the evening, singling to left. And the Moo have a base runner here in the bottom of the second inning. So that'll bring to the plate now the left fielder, number 39, Andrew Kirchner. Kirchner, the Lakewood, California native out of the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. Batting .245 with 2 home runs and 8 runs batted in. First pitch. Kirchner takes a fastball at the knees in the outside corner for a strike. No balls and 1 strike to Kirchner, tall left-handed batter. Andrew's going to take some time here, steps out of the batter's box. And I think the third time around with the Moo facing P.J. Laux, they have realized that, you can ask for time and make Laux wait a little bit on the mound. Here's a throw on over to first, and Jansen back to the bag. One of the things the Moo have done after getting off to a 1-5 start in the second half of the schedule, head coach Ben Asher shook things up, and he says, you know what, I'm going to coach from the dugout, and he's got his assistant coaches coaching the bases as Kirchner swings and fouls this one back. No balls and 2 strikes. Well, it worked during the Hastings series as the Moo won all 3. So Connor McGonigal is coaching down at third, and Hilton Merriman is the coach down at first. Coach Asher doing his duties from the dugout. Laux is 0-2. Kirchner swings and fouls this one out of play to the left side. And the count stays put at no balls and 2 strikes. We're in the bottom of the second. Fremont leading the Nebraska Prospects 2-0. A 2-run home run by Timon Long in the bottom of the first. His 8th homer of the year, the 0-2. Kirchner waves and misses at one off speed and outside for strike 3. So another strikeout for P.J. Laux. That is his 4th. And there's one down here in the bottom of the second. So coming to the plate now is Tyler Hummel. Hummel, the second baseman out of Nolensville, Tennessee. Plays ball at Colorado School of the Mines. First pitch is loaned away for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Tyler. He's batting .212 with no home runs and 8 runs batted in. Here's the stretch by Laux in the pitch. Jansen goes. The throw from the catcher is going to be not in time. He got into center field. Jansen up and on his way down to third base on the play. So it'll be stolen base. And it'll also be an error on the catcher to get Jansen down to third. So Neal showing his speed. And now down at third base with a 2-ball, no strike count here on Tyler Hummel. Next pitch. Swung on, high chopper to the second base. That's going to score the run. Mungeon will throw on over to first, and it's in time to get Hummel. But the Moo put up another run on the board as they manufacture a run. Tyler Hummel with a 4-3 ground out for out number 2. And now makes it a 3-0 Fremont Moo lead. And that's going to bring to the plate the right fielder, number 9, Jason Clark. So the Moo scored an unearned run here in the second inning. First pitch to Clark. Takes a fastball low and away. Ball 1. So the Moo have been able to put up 3 runs, and that's news against P.J. Laux, who is an ERA that's in the 2s. Here's a pitch that misses. And the count now, 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 on Jason Clark, the Moo right fielder, 9-hole hitter. Next pitch, Clark swings at a breaking ball and misses. And the count 2-1. Jason's out of Victoria, Illinois, and plays college ball at Knox College. Batting 100, no homers and 1 run batted in. This pitch is outside. And Clark is ahead in the count here at 3 balls and 1 strike. 3-1 on Jason Clark. Next pitch. Swung on and hit in the air. Right center field could be trouble, and it's going to drop. Jason Clark with a 2-out single to right center for the Moo. 4th hit of the ball game for Fremont. So 4 hits the first time around the order for Fremont against P.J. Laux. And that'll bring Fremont back to the top of the order now in the shortstop, Ben Swales. Swales is 0 for 1. Struck out swinging his first time. So Laux back out of the stretch in the pitch. Swales takes a fastball down low. 1 ball and no strikes. So Fremont helping themselves out at the plate offensively and jumping out to a 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the second. Stretch by Laux in the 1-0. And Swales takes a breaking ball low. Lays off of it. And the count now, 2 balls and no strikes on Ben Swales. Hayden Lewis, the designated hitter, would be next. Laux, quick look over at Clark. Now the 2-0. Swales takes a fastball at the knees. And the count now is 2 balls and 1 strike. The Moo got a 2-run home run from Timon Long in the bottom of the first. And Neil Jansen singled, stole a base, got to third on an error, and scored on a ground out. And here's a fly ball toward right, floating back, and now underneath of it and reaching up and making the catch is Danny Spongberg for the final out of the inning. So Swales flies out to right field, and that's going to do it for the Moo in the second. But Fremont gets 1 run, and they do so on 1 hit. There was 1 error, and there was 1 runner left on base. We've played 2 complete from historic Moeller Field. It's a 3-0 Fremont Moo lead. We're back with more in a moment. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Find your purpose with work that matters. Methodist is hiring for clinical and non-clinical positions throughout our health system. Join a team that's making a difference and take advantage of a range of benefits like medical, vision and dental, flexible scheduling, and tuition assistance. To find all of our opportunities and apply online, go to bestcare.org/jobs. That's bestcare.org/jobs. Methodist, the meaning of care.
Get the highest attention to detail and decades of experience with landscaping, excavation, and snow removal. The expert team at Indra Mowing and Tree Care has years of professional experience and the vision to make your home or business more inviting. Keep your customers and employees safe from harsh weather with 24-hour emergency snow removal. Call for a free consultation. 402-720-5944. Located at 240 West Jackson Street in Fremont, Indra Mowing and Tree Care is open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. Keep your property looking sharp with Indra. Two innings completed. Historic Moeller Field. The Fremont Moo lead the Nebraska Prospects by the score of 3-0 as Fremont able to manufacture a unearned run in the bottom of the third with Neil Jansen getting a single, stealing second, taking third, and then a high bouncer over to second base by Tyler Hummel, bringing in Jansen to make it a 3-0 advantage. So for the Prospects here in the top of the third inning, it'll be the 7, 8, 9 batters, Tucker Bradley, Cade Lynham, and Danny Spongberg against Tyson Romero. Romero threw 2 innings, has retired all 6 batters he's faced, and he struck out 5 of them. And so off to an excellent start. Don't forget to check out the great happy hour specials at La Hacienda Mexican Restaurant in Fremont at 3140 East Elk Lane. You can buy any size margarita and get a small one for $1. $1 off specialty drinks and 10% off all bar spirits. There's $6 personal La Hacienda fries, $5 personal nacho supremes, $4 elotes, $5 fried ice cream like chocolate or vanilla, and $4 sopapillas. That's dine-in only, Monday through Thursday from 2 to 5 is happy hour at La Hacienda Mexican Restaurant, 3140 East Elk Lane. So Tucker Bradley will step to the plate now. Bradley, 6'2", 220 out of Crowder College, Springdale, Arkansas. The first pitch from Romero is high and away for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes to Bradley, batting .211 with no home runs and 7 runs batted in. Romero to the wind in the 1-0 pitch. Swung on, and it's fouled back. And count evens up at 1-1.
I want to hear you out there, Moo fans.
1 ball, 1 strike on Tucker Bradley, the catcher. Fremont has out-hit the Prospects 4-0 so far. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Slider swung on, a little bloop out to shallow right, and it drops in for a base hit. So the Prospects have their first hit of the ball game. Tucker Bradley with a leadoff single to right field gives the Prospects a base runner for the first time tonight. So let's get a break to the plate now. The center fielder, number 2, Cade Lynham. Cade Lynham, 6'175" out of Wayne State College, senior out of Springfield. Left-handed batter against Romero. Here's the first pitch. Lynham swings and fouls it off to the left. And the count, no balls and 1 strike. Cade Lynham batting .302. No home runs and 10 runs batted in. About the only difference between the two twins, their weight. Cade is about 10 pounds lighter. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on, ground ball, and it's inside the third base bag. That's a fair ball. It'll be chased down out and left. The throw will come into third base and will get by, and that's going to be a double for Cade Lynham. So Cade Lynham doubles to left, and the Prospects not only get their first 2 base runners, their first 2 hits, and have 2 runners in scoring position with nobody out here in the bottom of the third inning. Or top of the third inning, I beg your pardon. So it'll bring the 9-hole batter to the plate now. Right fielder Danny Spongberg, 6'180" out of Omaha. He plays at Southeast Community College, and he's been just hitting the cover off the ball this summer. Batting .457 with no home runs and 12 runs batted in. First pitch from Romero is a slider outside, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. So the Moo looking to get it out here. They pulled the infield into the baseline here, not completely in. 1 ball and no strikes on Danny Spongberg. Romero set, the kick, and now the pitch. Slider swung on and popped up. Shallow right. Clark coming in from right field, and he will make the catch as the bluff from Bradley at third base, and he won't go anywhere. And that's the first out of the inning. So Romero got Spongberg to fly out to Clark in right for the first out of the inning. So 1 time around the order for Tyson Romero, and he will face for the second time Easton Swafford. Swafford struck out his first time swinging against Romero. Here's the stretch. First pitch to Easton Swafford. It's a slider that caught the outside corner for a strike. It's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. You know, our mentioning and seeing a lot of the veterans that are here tonight on Salute to Service Night, and all from around our area. Here's a pitch that's high and away for a ball. It's 1-1. Another individual that was a good veteran that's a big-time fan of sports is Al Dolezal, and his son Jim is here tonight watching the ball game. Al served on the USS Wright from 1950 to 1954 during the Korean War. Here's a line drive to first, throw back to third, and it's a double play. A line out to Long, and then he throws back to Harrington to double off Tucker Bradley for the double play. So it's a line out 3-5 double play to end the inning. And that's going to do it for the Prospects here in the third.
Welcome to Fremont and Dodge County, Nebraska, where your next outdoor adventure.
In the inning for the Nebraska Prospects, no runs, 2 hits, there were no errors, and there was 1 runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the third. It remains a 3-0 Fremont Moo lead. Back at the more in a moment. This is Fremont Moo Baseball. For top-notch trash pickup that is timely and professional, contact the pros at S2 Roll-Offs and Refuse in Fremont. Whether it's residential and commercial trash pickup you need, S2 is there for you. They also provide recycling services, plus yard waste disposal. For big projects, contact S2 about roll-offs to get the job done efficiently. Make sure to refer a friend to sign up for S2 services. If your friend mentions your name, you'll get 2 months of free service. It's just another way of saying thank you for choosing S2. Located at 439 North Main Street, call 402-727-6806 to sign up today. S2 Roll-Offs and Refuse. Keel's Barbershop is a proud sponsor of the Fremont Moo. Established in 1973, Keel's is a men's old-fashioned barbershop with a relaxed atmosphere where you don't need to make an appointment. They do haircuts for all ages. Keel's is located at 88 West 6th Street in downtown Fremont. Call 402-727-9005. Keel's Barbershop. As good as the best, better than the rest. Back to historic Moeller Field. Well, the Nebraska Prospects got a couple of hits off of Tyson Romero, but a line drive by leadoff batter Easton Swafford to Timon Long at first, and a quick throw back to third base, doubled off Tucker Bradley to end the inning. So Tyson Romero got out of it, and it remains a 3-0 ball game as Hayden Lewis will lead things off in the bottom of the third against P.J. Laux. And the first pitch is off speed in there for a called strike. 0-1 to Lewis, who is 0 for 1 in the ball game. He struck out swinging his first time. The 0-1. And a big swing and a miss by Lewis there. And he's down in the count at no balls and 2 strikes. 0-2 on Hayden Lewis. It'll be Lewis, Harrington, and Long. 2, 3, and 4 in the Moo order here in the bottom of the third. The 0-2. Lewis swings and hits this ball in the air toward left. Coming in and reaching up and making a waist-high catch is Colin Lynham for out number 1. So Hayden Lewis flies out to left field for the first out here in the bottom of the third inning. And that'll bring to the plate the third baseman, number 29, Tyler Harrington.
Tyler Harrington.
Harrington doubled his first time and then scored on Timon Long's 2-run home run. First pitch to Harrington. Takes a fastball at the knees on the inside corner for a strike. No balls and 1 strike to Harrington. Long will be next. Laux into the line, the 0-1. Swung on as a chopper up the third base side, but foul. And the count goes to no balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, I got a lot of folks here tonight, a lot of locals, and some folks from Omaha are here, and see some folks from Lincoln and also Wahoo at the ball game tonight. Here's the 0-2, and that's inside. Just about got Harrington and missed him. So the count 1 ball and 2 strikes on Tyler Harrington. Laux into the windup, the 1-2 on the way. And Harrington takes it low, and the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tyler, a really good personality. He is our Moo mid-game interview, if we get a chance to get to that for you here this evening. The 2-2. Fastball outside corner called strike 3 at the knees for out number 2. Tyler didn't like that call from home plate umpire Tucker McHugh, but he's the second out of the inning. And that's the 5th strikeout now for P.J. Laux. So with 2 down, it brings to the plate the first baseman, number 21, Timon Long. Long, 1 for 1. Hit a 2-1 pitch off of Laux that was down around the knees and was able to hit it over the left field wall for a 2-run homer his first time. He swings at this pitch, off speed and misses. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 to Long. 3-0 the Moo with the lead. We're in the bottom of the third inning. There's the wind and the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So this is game number 7 of 12 this year between the Moo and the Prospects. Short 2-game series because of the rain out. Here comes the 0-2. Long takes it outside, but the Moo will make that game up Thursday of next week. So that 3-game series then becomes a 4-game series coming up next week, Thursday through Sunday. Here's the 1-2. Long takes it down low. And they count out 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 on time and Long. Jason Willers awaiting on deck. And Long stepped in and asked for time. And now will take his time getting back in the batter's box. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Next pitch. Long takes a breaking ball, low and away. So the count is full. 3-2 on time and Long. 2 outs with nobody on in the bottom of the third. A 3-0 Moo lead. Fremont's out hit the Prospects 4-2. Laux is 3-2. Fastball outside corner called strike 3 to end the inning. So P.J. Laux gets a couple of strikeouts, and he's got 6 now in the contest, and that'll do it for the Moo here in the third. Fremont's retired in order, 3 up and 3 down. We played 3 innings of baseball. It's a 3-0 Fremont Moo lead, and we're back with more in a moment. This is Fremont Moo Baseball. Play Powerball and Mega Billions from the Nebraska Lottery. You have a chance to win millions. Not only does the Nebraska Lottery give you a chance at winning it big, the Nebraska Lottery is given back to the state in the tune of $923 million. Play Trucks and Bucks for a chance to win one of 8 blue Ford F-150s. Chances of winning are 1 in 336,000. Powerball drawings occur on Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday nights. Other games included a Nebraska Pick 5, Lucky for Life, Pick 3, My Day, and 2x2. Stop by a Nebraska Lottery retailer and pick up a ticket or one of the many scratch-off games that are available. The Nebraska Lottery. Must be 19. Please play responsibly. If you are in need of electrical services in the eastern Nebraska area, contact Fremont Electric Company. They provide free estimates, are competitively priced, and same-day services available. Fremont Electric employs top-quality electricians. In business since 1974, Fremont Electric provides installation and repair services for your industrial property, plus top-of-the-line installations for commercial properties as well, serving Fremont, Blair, and surrounding areas. Fremont Electric is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. with 24-hour service available. Call 402-727-4932. Fremont Electric.
Take a seat right over there. Sat on the stairs, stay or leave. The cabinets are bare, and I'm unaware of just how we got into this mess. Got so aggressive.
Back to historic Moeller Field. We're going to the top of the 4th with the Fremont Moo lead the Nebraska Prospects by the score of 3-0, and more military families being recognized between innings here at historic Moeller Field. Great to have them out here tonight and receiving the recognition that they so rightfully deserve. It is a 3-0 Moo lead, and for the Prospects, no runs, 2 hits, and 1 error. For Fremont, 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors. And Tyson Romero will get ready to face the 2, 3, and 4 batters in the lineup: Colin Lynham, Tyler Palmer, and Cole Kitchens. So winning streaks are on the line here tonight. The Moo have won 3 straight. The Prospects have won 14 in a row. And Fremont out to a 3-0 lead as we work our way to the 4th. Game 2 of this short 2-game series will be tomorrow night at 6:05, and that will be Gone Country Night. You wear your country apparel with you to the ball game, and you get a half-price general admission ticket. So here's Colin Lynham, 0 for 1 in the night, and Romero's first pitch. Swung on and hit in the air towards center field. Jansen coming in, a long run, and he'll make a basket catch for out number 1. So Colin Lynham flies out to center field, and that's the first out here in the top of the 4th. So that'll bring to the plate the shortstop, number 12, Tyler Palmer. Palmer's 0 for 2. He tried to bunt in the first inning, and he popped up to the catcher, Jason Willers. First pitch, slider, and it's in there for a strike. No balls and 1 strike to Tyler Palmer. This is one of 4 games taking place tonight in the Independence League. As Romero will bring the 0-1 pitch home. And that slider misses. And count evens, it's now 1-1. Other games this evening in Pierre. The Oahe Zapper leading the Sawtooth Sockeyes 2-1. That ball game is in the bottom of the 5th inning. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on and hit in the air towards center field. Jansen going back, circles around, back near the warning track, reaches up, and makes it over the shoulder grab, just shy of the warning track for out number 2. Neil Jansen showing his athleticism to circle around, going back and making an over-the-shoulder grab about 7 or 8 feet from the wall for the second out of the inning. So there are 2 down, and that's going to bring to the plate now the designated hitter, Cole Kitchens. Kitchens is 0 for 1. He struck out swinging his first time. Pitch from Romero. Slider, and it's a strike. 0-1 the count. Other games in the league going on tonight. In Spearfish, the Casper Spuds are leading the Spearfish Sasquatch 3-2, and that ball game's in the top of the third. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way. And a swing and a miss by Kitchens, and Romero's ahead 0-2. The other game this evening is Hastings at Badlands, and they are in the top of the second inning, and no score in that contest. Comes the 0-2 pitch now from Romero. And that pitch just swung on and fouled off. Romero will do this at times when he gets up 0-2 and nobody's on base. He'll pick up that lead leg and just let it hang there for a little bit, and then we'll push off and bring the ball home. Now a slide step 0-2, and it's a bouncing ball up the middle. Swales to his left, has to go underneath of his glove. And that is going to be an error, as Cole Kitchens is going to reach in the play. So the first error on the move this evening. And that's going to bring to the plate the first baseman, Jackson Trout. Trout 0 for 1, struck out swinging his first time. Romero out of the stretch in the pitch. Trout swings and grounds this one to Swales. Swales has this one cleanly and flips it on over to Hummel to get the force for the final out of the inning. So Jackson Trout hits into an Indian fielder's choice, and the Moo are able to work around the 2-out error. And that'll do it for the Prospects in the fourth inning of play. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 runner left on base. We're midway through the fourth inning. It remains a 3-0 Fremont Moo lead. We're back with more in a moment. This is Fremont Moo Baseball. Pop open a crisp, cool, refreshing Coors Light. As cold as the Rockies. Mountain cold refreshment. Cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged. Coors Light. Cold lager below freezing for a lighter, crisper taste. Cold filtered for a bright appearance, and cold packaged for peak refreshment. When the mountains turn blue on your Coors Light can or bottle, it's as cold as the Rockies. Enjoy a Coors Light today. Must be 21 or over. 2023 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Contact the technicians with the G-Force team at Getchman's Heating and Air Conditioning for all your heating and AC needs. Whether your unit needs a tune-up or a major replacement, the trusted technicians for Getchman's Heating and Air Conditioning will provide fast and reliable service year-round. Plus, with their trusted reputation, they are the technicians that you can trust with your house keys. If your AC is not working properly during the summer months, or you need your heater tuned up before winter, call the trusted technicians at Getchman's today. 402-721-6301 in Fremont.
I got a condo in Manhattan. Baby girl, what's happening? You and your ass invited. So gonna get
Welcome back to historic Moeller Field. We go to the bottom of the fourth. It is a 3-0 Fremont Moo lead. And for the Moo, it'll be the 5, 6, and 7 batters coming to the plate. Jason Willers, Neil Jansen, and Andrew Kirchner against P.J. Laux. Willers is 0 for 1 tonight. He struck out looking at an 0-2 pitch from Laux in the first inning. So the Moo catcher stepping in. The wind in the first pitch to Willers. And he takes this one low and away for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes to Jason. We have a lot of Major League Baseball going on tonight. And there are actually 2 games that are still in progress this evening. Here's a pitch that misses off the corner. And they count 2 balls and no strikes. In St. Petersburg, Florida, in the bottom of the 6th, the best team in baseball right now, the Atlanta Braves, out of the National League, leading the best team in the American League, the Tampa Bay Rays, 4-0. Here's a pitch that is fouled off at home plate. It's 2-1, so maybe a precursor to the World Series. Who knows? But the Braves won yesterday and lead again here tonight, 4-0 in the bottom of the 6th. Top of the 6th inning in Houston, Seattle and the Astros are tied at 2. 2-1. Willers will ground this one foul on the third base side. And the count evens up now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Finals from earlier today, the Yankees got back in the win column. They defeated the Cubs at the Bronx 6-3. Detroit shuts out Toronto today 2-0. And that was a 3-pitcher no-hitter. 3 pitchers combined for a no-hitter for Detroit today over the Toronto Blue Jays. Baltimore was a winner over Minnesota 6-2. 2-2 to Willers. He swings and fouls it back. So the count stays even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. St. Louis Cardinals shut out the Chicago White Sox on the south side today 3-0. It was the San Francisco Giants over the Colorado Rockies 5-3. Washington Nationals were winners over the Texas Rangers 8-3. Cincinnati Reds did down the Milwaukee Brewers 8-5. Pitch to Willers, and he swings over the top of it and misses for strike 3. So Willers strikes out for the second time, and that's 7 strikeouts now for P.J. Laux in 3 1/3 innings of work. So with 1 down, it'll bring to the plate center fielder Neil Jansen. Jansen 1 for 1. He singled his first time. stole second, got to third on an error, and then was able to score on Tyler Hummel's ground out. Here's the pitch to Jansen. It is a little bit low and away, ball one. Cleveland Guardians defeated the Kansas City Royals today 10-6. Boston Red Sox over the Oakland Athletics 10-3. Here's the wind and the 1-0 pitch. And Jansen swings and misses. And count evens. It's now 1-1. Miami Marlins defeat the Philadelphia Phillies 5-3. And in 10 innings, the Arizona Diamondbacks winners over the Pittsburgh Pirates 3-2. 1-1 pitch. Swung on and hit in the air to a right center field. Hit well. Tagged back by the fence. And it is going to be caught. What a play. Running up against the warning track and reaching over his shoulder to make the grab was Cade Lynham for the second out of the inning. So we've seen both center fielders make very good athletic plays. Jansen earlier, and now Lynham here. And there are two down here in the bottom of the fourth. So that's going to bring to the plate the left fielder, number 39, Andrew Kirchner. First pitch to Kirchner is on the outside corner for a strike. 0-1 to Andrew. He struck out swinging his first time. Laux into the wind in the 0-1 pitch. Kirchner swings and fouls this one off to the left, and he's down in the count at no balls and 2 strikes. There are 2 more games coming up on the Major League schedule tonight. The Freeway Series, as the Angels at the Dodgers, and then the Mets are at the Padres. Kirchner swings and pokes this one to the hole at shortstop, and making the nice play thrown across his body is Tyler Palmer to get Kirchner for the final out of the inning. It's a fine defensive play by the Prospects right there. And that's going to do it for the Moo in the bottom of the fourth. As Fremont is retired in order, 3 up and 3 down. And P.J. Laux has retired 7 straight batters. We're through 4 innings of play from historic Moeller Field in Fremont. It is a 3-0 Fremont Moo lead. And we're back with more in a moment because right now it's time for the bathroom break, presented by WeC Plumbing and Excavating. When something messy breaks, remember, your duty is our duty at WeC Plumbing. Call 721-6908.
Gentlemen, here at WeC Plumbing and Excavating, our customer's duty is our duty.
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Now, you're Fremont's finest, and I want you people-pleasing plunger wranglers to remember here at WeC, we don't stop fighting clogged drains, low water pressure, frozen pipes, until our residential and commercial customers are smiling. Am I making myself clear, you toilet snake and sink suckers?
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Now, our customers will find us in Fremont, on Facebook, and online at WeCPlum.com. WeC Plumbing and Excavating. Your duty is our duty.
It doesn't get better than Allo Communications in Fremont. Allo Communications offers 100% fiber to the home, internet, TV, and phone service options in Fremont. No more buffering, no more lag, just crazy fast internet and crystal clear TV and phone. Sign up now for a service that best fits your needs. Call 402-459-2055 for residential sales and ask about business sales too. Located at 1640 East 29th in Fremont. Open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. Allo Communications. We work our way to the top of the fifth. It's a 3-0 Fremont Moo lead. Rich Ray along with you tonight on Big Dog Country, FremontMoo.com, and FremontMoo.com/Mixler, and YouTube at BSDN Live. Trey Mungin will lead things off against Tyson Romero. First pitch from Romero is a slider high for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Mungin 0 for 1. He struck out swinging against Romero back in the second inning. Here's the wind in the 1-0 pitch. And a check swing, and that pitch missed inside. So the count now goes to 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 on the 6-hole hitter, Trey Mungin. The Moo got 2 in the first, 1 in the second. 2-0. Swung on and hit in the air to center field. Jansen will take a couple steps back. He's underneath of it now. Reaches up and makes the catch for out number 1. So Trey Mungin flies out to center field and 1 down here in the top of the 5th inning. And that will bring to the plate now the catcher, number 10, Tucker Bradley. Bradley's 1 for 1. He singled his first time and got stranded over at third base. So Tucker Bradley is stepping to the plate. Tyson Romero getting ready to go to work, and here's the wind in the first pitch to Bradley. And he takes a slider in there for a strike. No balls and 1 strike to count. Have an opportunity to take a look at what happened on this date in baseball. On July 8th, we'll go back to 2018. This is the 0-1. This swung on a bounce foul up the third base side. Now no balls and 2 strikes. Starters and reserves for the 2018 All-Star Game that will be played at Nationals Park in Washington, D.C. on July 17th were announced. Beyond the expected participants like Mike Trout and Bryce Harper, the game featured more unexpected actors such as second baseman Gleyber Torres, who began the year in the minors, then voted as a starter for the AL at his position. The 0-2, swung on and fouled back. Matt Kemp, back for the first time since 2012, was a starter in 2018 in the All-Star game in the NL outfield. And Nick Markakis was voted to star in the outfield for the National League. In the process, establishes a new record with 1,928 games played before a first selection. This pitch misses. Counting out 1 ball and 2 strikes. So, a lot of newcomers and returners in the 2018 All-Star game. The 1-2. Swung on and hit to center field. Jansen comes on and can't get to it and drops in there for a base hit. So, Tucker Bradley has his second hit of the ball game, as he has a 1-out single to center field. And that's now going to bring to the plate the center fielder, number 2, Cade Lynam. Lynam doubled inside the third base bag down into the left field corner in the third inning. First pitch to Lynam. Slider, and it's in there for a strike. 0-1 to Cade Lynam. We're in the top of the fifth. Runner at first, 1 down. And Fremont leading by a score of 3-0. No balls and 1 strike. Romero's next pitch. Fastball inside, and the count evens at 1-1. Going back to 2015, on July 8th, 2 inside the park homers and 2 inside the park homers are hit in 1 game for the first time since 1997 in Kansas City's 9-7 win over the Tampa Bay Rays in Kansas City. Here's the 1-1 slider that just missed high and away. The count goes to 2 balls and a strike. However, as all-star left fielder Alex Gordon was injured in trying to prevent Logan Forsythe's inside the Parker in the 4th inning. Here's the 2-1. That missed outside. It's now 3-1. And that was Alex Gordon's most significant injury of his career. He suffered a groin injury in that play and was out for most of the remainder of the 2015 season before he returned, before the World Series run. Here's the 3-1. Swung on and slapped foul to the left side. So the count out 3 balls and 2 strikes. On the state in 2014, the Mets beat Atlanta to win its 4,000th game since starting as an expansion team in 1962. The milestone victory was recorded by rookie right-hander Jacob deGrom, who struck out 11 in 7 shutout innings. 3-2 pitch. Breaking ball down low for ball 4. So Cade Lynam will draw a base on balls. And for the second time in the ballgame, the 7 and 8 hole hitters for the Prospects have been able to reach base. So runners are first and second with 1 down. And that's going to bring to the plate the right fielder, number 5, Danny Spongberg. Spongberg 0 for 1. He flew out to Jason Clark in right field in the 3rd inning. So the Prospects have 2 base runners on with 1 out. Romero ready. First pitch to Spongberg. He shows bunt and does bunt up the third base side, but it's going to roll foul. And the count goes to no balls and 1 strike. On the state in 2014, R.A. Dickey of the Blue Jays snaps an 11-game home winning streak by the Angels, pitching 7 scoreless innings and a 4-0 win. The winning streak ended 1 short of the Angels' franchise record set in 1967. For their part, the Blue Jays had lost their last 7 games on the road. Retrieving his bat after running down to first base is Danny Spongberg after that bunt attempt. Be interesting to see if Spongberg attempts to bunt again here. Again, he's got a .457 batting average, although he's in the 9th spot in the order. Romero is set. Here's the 0-1. Slider high and outside, and the count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. 2013, the Mets played their 4th game of 15 or more innings this season. After losing the first 3 marathons, they came out on top in this one, defeating the San Francisco Giants 4-3. Romero will check the base runner at second, the 1-1. Fastball swung on and fouled out of play. And the count out 1 ball and 2 strikes. They win it when Eric Young Jr. scored on a 16th inning error by shortstop Brandon Crawford, and Buster Posey went 5 for 8 with 2 doubles and a home run in the contest. It's a long day of baseball and a lot of stats to keep track of. 1-2 on Danny Spongberg. Next pitch. Swung on and hit towards second. Tyler Hummel will come up with it. He's going to throw to Swales for 1, and that's all they're going to get there. But a nice job by Hummel to come up with the ball and make an accurate throw to Swales to get the force at second base. So Spongberg reaches on the fielder's choice. Cade Lynam is forced out 4-6 for out number 2, and Tucker Bradley advances to third. So runners are at the corners, and back to the top of the order now for the Prospects and third baseman Easton Swafford. Swafford struck out the first time and then smoked the ball right at time and long at first in the 3rd inning And Long threw on over to third to double off Tucker Bradley to end the inning. So he's 0 for 2. Pitch to Swafford. Swung on and fouled back to our left and out of play. And the count, no balls and 1 strike. On the state in 2013, so 10 years ago today, center fielder Carlos Gomez of the Brewers ended today's game against the Reds by robbing fellow All-Star Joey Votto of a potential 2-run homer by grabbing the ball over the fence for the last out. That great catch saved Milwaukee's 4-3 win. Runner from first goes. The 0-1 swung on and fouled off to the left side. So it's no balls and 2 strikes, and Danny Spongberg will have to retreat to first base on the play. On the state in 2011, 12 years ago, Travis Snyder and Rajai Davis both have big nights as the Blue Jays defeat the Indians 11-7. Snyder drove in 5 runs and Davis 4 as JoJo Reyes was the winner against Mitch Talbot. Stretched by Romero. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and hit high in the air to shallow right center field. Who's going to call for this one? It'll be Neil Jansen, the center fielder, and he makes the catch for the final out of the inning. So Swafford flies out to center, and that's going to do it for the Prospects in the 5th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and there were 2 runners left on base. We're midway through the contest with the Fremont Moo leading the Nebraska Prospects 3-0. Back with more in a moment. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Welcome to Fremont and Dodge County, where we invite you to play, shop, stay, and eat. Dodge County is where your next outdoor adventure is at your fingertips. Fremont and Dodge County have many hotels, campgrounds, and RV parks to suit any needs. Come explore the hidden treasures scattered throughout these vibrant, small town and sleepy rural villages that harmonize with nearby urban opportunities.
Wouldn't it be great if you could have your insurance for auto, home, business, farm, life, and retirement in just one agency? That's what Inspro, a Marsh McLennan Agency Company LLC, is for. They can help protect what's important to you. With Inspro, your future is limitless. Visit Inspro in Fremont or call them at 402-721-9707. Nationwide is on your side. Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates, Columbus, Ohio. Subject to underwriting guidelines, review, and approval.
Back at historic Moeller Field in Fremont, Rich Ray with you on Big Dog Country, fremontmoo.com/Mixler. Also video on fremontmoo.com and YouTube at BSDN Live. It's a 3-0 Fremont Moo lead as we go to the bottom of the 5th. And for the Moo, it'll be the 8, 9, and 1 batters, Tyler Hummel, Jason Clark, and top of the order, Ben Swales against P.J. Laux. Well, Tyson Romero has looked good through 5 innings for the Moo. He has scattered 3 hits, and he has struck out a total of 5 batters and has the Moo in front. First pitch to Tyler Hummel from P.J. Laux, down low for ball 1. Hummel 0 for 1. He had an RBI ground out in the second inning, played Neil Jansen. The 1-0 is a bouncer over the mound, out into center field, base hit. Tyler Hummel leads off with a single for the Moo. So Fremont has a base runner with nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. So that's going to bring to the plate now the right fielder, number 9, Jason Clark. Clark is 1 for 1. He's singled in the second inning.
Number 9, Jason Clark.
So let's see if the Moo maybe think about trying to manufacture something here. Clark handles the bat pretty well. He's laid down a sacrifice bunt already this season, but he might be just swinging away here. Here's the stretch. First pitch to Clark. He swings and fouls it back. And the count, no balls and 1 strike to Jason Clark. Middle innings in this situation like this, I know Ben Asher, he's a big proponent of his team swinging the bat, specifically in college summer league ball. He wants to see his players, perform from that aspect. Here's a pitch down low. 1-1 to Jason Clark. In fact, Clark's lone sacrifice bunt is the only sacrifice bunt the Moo has this year. The 1-1. Clark takes a fastball at the knees, and he's down in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 to Jason Clark. Tyler Hummel's at first with nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. Laux is ready. The 1-2. Clark swings, hits a bouncing ball towards second. Mungeon has it. He'll flip it on over to short for 1, relay to first, double play. So the first double play turned by the Prospects this evening as Jason Clark hits into the 4-6-3 twin killing.
The bat for your Moo, number 13.
So there are 2 down.
Ben Swales.
And that'll bring us back to the top of the order now with the shortstop, Ben Swales. Swales 0 for 2, struck out swinging his first time and flew out to right field in the second. First pitch to Swales is a breaking ball in the inside corner for a strike. No balls and 1 strike to the Moo shortstop. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. And Swales hits a foul ball, grounder up the third base side, just wide of the bag. And the count now 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes to Ben Swales. P.J. Laux working quickly, the 0-2. Swung on, hit to the right side, in right field for a base hit. An 0-2 pitch that Swales was able to go with, and he was able to poke it into shallow right. And Swales has his first hit of the ball game, a 2-out single. 6th hit of the contest now for the Moo, and that'll bring to the plate the designated hitter, number 5, Hayden Lewis. Lewis is 0 for 2. He struck out swinging his first time, and he flew out to left field. Here's a stretch by Laux. Pitch to Lewis. He takes it down low for a ball. It's the count, 1 ball and no strikes on the designated hitter, Hayden Lewis. The Moo got 2 in the first and 1 in the second. We're in the bottom of the 5th. It remains 3-0. Pickoff play over to first base. Back to the bag has been Swales. Again, Swales, the top base stealer in the league. 29 stolen bases on the year. Laux is set, the 1-0. And Lewis scoots away from 1 down low. And the count now 2 balls and no strikes. The Moo would love to get Swales in scoring position here. And now catcher Tucker Bradley is going to call time. He's going to go on out and talk with P.J. Laux. And they just want to make sure that they're on the same page with what they're working out with Lewis and also trying to control the run game of Ben Swales over at first base as well. More on this date in baseball history for you. We go to 2011, where the Red Sox score 8 times in the first inning, including 3 runs on a homer by David Ortiz, chasing starter Zach Britton on their way to a 10-3 win over the Orioles. In the 8th, Big Papi charges the mound against Baltimore reliever Kevin Gregg, missing with a couple of punches after being brushed back on 2 consecutive pitches. Here's a pitch down low for a ball. It's 3-0. So what do we learn out of this? You don't mess with Big Papi. That's what we learn out of this. 3-0 on Hayden Lewis. And he'll take a pitch down and in for ball 4. So Lewis draws a base on balls, and the Moo have runners at first and second with 2 down in the inning. And the inning continues now for Tyler Harrington, but Trevor Varley is out of the dugout here and making a mound visit to a starter, P.J. Laux. Haven't seen much activity at all down in the Prospects dugout or down in the bullpen here. Looks like there's a little bit of movement that's down in that area. But Laux has been marvelous so far this season, 5-0. Coming into today's ball game with an ERA of 2.12. But the Moo were able to get to him early and now have an opportunity to try to add some more here with 2 down. So Trevor Varley continues to chat with his battery mates, P.J. Laux, and also catcher Tucker Bradley. Don't forget to join us for Game 2 of this short series tomorrow night. 6:05 will be the first pitch here at historic Moeller Field on Gone Country Night. And then the Moo will head up north. They'll head to Pierce, South Dakota for the first time this year as they play a 3-game series at the Oahe Zap on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at Hyde Stadium in Pierre. And we'll have all 3 of those games for you on Big Dog Country and FremontMoo.com/Mixler. So after the mound visit, Tyler Harrington steps to the plate. He's 1 for 2. Doubled and scored his first time, struck out looking the second time. Harrington swings at this pitch and fouls it back. And they count no balls and 1 strike on Harrington. If he gets aboard, then Timon Long, the first baseman, will be next. The Moo have out-hit the Prospects now 6-3 in the ball game. Both teams have committed 1 error. And now time called as the foul ball was still being chased. And Laux will get ready to go back to work. No balls and 1 strike to Harrington. Next pitch, Tyler swings, and he cues this off the end of the bat, and it ends up over in the Prospects dugout. And the foul ball has Laux in front of Harrington down, no balls and 2 strikes. 0-2 on Tyler Harrington. Laux a long look into Bradley, gets the sign, and now the 0-2. And it's low and away. Harrington lays off of it and count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Anybody else smell the hamburgers being cooked on the grill right now? Yep, the entire press box just nodded. 1-2 the count here on Harrington. Next pitch. Tyler swings. He hits this ball in the air to right field, slicing down by the line, and it's going to be a fair ball. This is going to score Swales from second. Harrington on his way to second base. He's in there with an RBI double. It's 4-0 for Fremont Moo. Tyler Harrington with his second double of the ball game. This one brings in a run, and the Moo put together a 2-out rally, and now have extended the lead to 4-0. That's going to be it for PJ Laux. So pitching change coming up. It's time for our mid-game interview. And earlier, I caught up with Tyler Harrington.
Time now for the Moo mid-game interview, and Tyler Harrington joins us, and you're back. It's good to see you. You're with us for a couple weeks, and then you went back home and came back, and you just couldn't get the Moo out of your system, could you?
No, went back and didn't really feel like I was getting the fix of baseball that I needed. Wanted to come back because, I got into a routine when I was here the first 2 weeks, waking up every day, lifting, and coming and playing baseball every night. So, like I said, I wasn't doing anything, and I was like, why not go back and get everything I can out of it?
That's why you make good relationships wherever you go, because there's an opportunity to maybe go back to where you were, and so that comes back, and that's very important for you, isn't it?
Yes, sir, it is. I love everything about Fremont. This is my second summer here and left, and then I was like, dude, I knew that, especially my host family, they were so excited for me to come back, and I knew Asher and the whole Moo organization would not care. So right when I texted it, I kind of knew what the answer was going to be, but I just wanted to make sure, and I'm so thankful they let me come back.
You've been playing predominantly for the Moo, that corner third base position, and probably where you're going to be for the remainder and things of that nature. But if you need to go somewhere else position-wise, is there any other place that you could play for Coach Asher, or are you pretty much cemented into third?
Oh, no, definitely. I could play first. Going into my freshman year, the end of my freshman year at Memphis, they started moving me over to first base, and then the UAB coaches have talked a little bit about me playing first, but I think I'm mobile enough and I'm well enough for third base to where I can keep that spot going into the next level. But if things pan out, I feel like my bat I'll play because of my bat. So third or first. If they need me to play first, I'd love to play first.
Offensively, the 2 weeks that you're here, you got a game in every hit. You got a hit in every game except for one. And when you take a look at how you've been hitting the baseball, what do you think is different this year for you as opposed to last year?
Oh, just maturity. I changed this year in junior college. I got so many more bats. And I changed one thing on my swing, but it's really just maturity. I've seen so many pitches now, gotten so many at bats, and like I said, just one little change completely made my swing 10 times better. But overall, it was just seeing pitches. It's muscle memory now.
Right.
So
all that repetition, that's all it's all about, isn't it?
Yes, sir, exactly.
Tyler, thanks for your time. Good luck the rest of the year.
Thank you very much.
That's Tyler Harrington in our Moo mid-game interview.
Appreciate catching up with the Lakeland, Tennessee native, Tyler Harrington. And he just delivered a RBI double to put the Moo up by a score of 4-0 here in the bottom of the fifth. So that chases PJ Laux, who went 4 2/3 innings, giving up 7 hits, 1 walk, struck out 7, and gave up a home run. And Laux cannot win it. He can only suffer a loss. So here's Timon Long coming to the plate. Long 1 for 2. He hit the 2-run home run off of Laux in the first inning and struck out looking in the third. And he's facing Truett Luth, 6'4", 220-pound right-hander out of Omaha, who plays at Nebraska Omaha. Luth is a hard-throwing right-hander. And the first pitch is a fastball to the backstop, and unable to get a good read down at third base was Hayden Lewis, and that's going to be ball 1. That was right over the top of the glove and right past the whole plate umpire, Tucker McHugh. I think that surprised everybody. Luth has worked 7 innings this year. This is his 7th appearance. They've all been out of the bullpen. And Luth has no record. He's given up 6 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned. He struck out 12 and walked 7. The ERA is 2.00. 1 ball and no strikes on Timon Long. Next pitch. That is high for a ball. So it's now 2-0. So Truett Luth has gone with a couple of off-speed pitches to begin things in this at-bat to Timon Long. Here's a stretch by Luth, and now the 2-0. And that fastball, or cutter, is on the outside corner for a strike. So the count 2-1. The Moo got a leadoff single by Tyler Hummel, then a ground-out double play. And then the Moo have manufactured a run with a Swale single, a walk by Lewis, and an RBI double by Harrington. Luth, the 2-1 pitch. And that's a cutter on the outside corner for strike 2. So the count is even. It's now 2 balls and 2 strikes to Timon Long. 4-0 in favor of Fremont. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. The Moo trying to extend their win streak to 4 and snap the Nebraska Prospects' 14-game win streak. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Luth with a good fastball that Long could not connect on, and that will end the inning. So Timon Long strikes out, and that'll do it for Fremont. But the Moo add one more run, and they do so on 3 hits. There were no errors, and there were 2 runners left on base. We've played 5 complete at historic Moeller Field. 4-0 in favor of the Fremont Moo. Back with more in a moment. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Hey, Hy-Vee shoppers, be sure to stop by your Fremont Hy-Vee this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for our big 3-day sale. We have Baskin & Bushel 1-pound strawberries on sale for just $1.88 each. Then over in the cereal aisle, we have Hy-Vee one-step cereal on sale for just 99 cents each. Then we have Smithfield marinated pork loin fillets. Buy one, get one free back here in the meat department. So swing on by. We have these deals and many, many more this weekend for our big 3-day sale right here at your Fremont Hy-Vee.
La Hacienda Mexican Restaurant, your favorite family-owned restaurant, is offering their Family Taco Pack special. Right now, feed the whole family with 12 tacos, rice, beans, chips, and salsa for only $33. Be sure to check the back of your Fremont Moo tickets for a Move List discount at La Hacienda. You can get the Family Taco Pack anytime. La Hacienda, 3140 Elk Lane. Calling your Family Taco Pack at 402-721-9909 or order online at lahaciendafremont.com. They cater too.
Back at historic Moeller Field, we're through 5 innings. We go to the top of the 6th, and the Fremont Moo leading the Nebraska Prospects by the score of 4-0. And Tyson Romero's night is done, as the Moo will hand the ball off now to number 10, Zane Layden. Layden, the Firth, Nebraska native, who was out of Bellevue University, will take over on the mound. Layden is 5'10", 175, a right-hander. And he'll be facing the 2, 3, and 4 batters for the Prospects, Colin Lynham, Tyler Palmer, and Cole Kitchens, and trying to keep this a 4-0 Fremont Moo lead. A look at the pitching statistics this season for Zane Layden for the Moo. He's worked 8 innings. This will be his 4th appearance, all out of the bullpen. He's 0-0 in the season, but he does have 1 save. He's given up 10 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, struck out 11 and walked 3. And the ERA is 2.62 for Zane Layden. So Colin Lydham will lead things off. He's 0 for 2. Struck out swinging and flown out to right. First pitch from Layden is swung on a miss, strike 1. 0-1. Tyson Romero went 5 innings, gave up 3 hits, no runs, walked 1 and struck out 5. Solid start for Tyson Romero. Here's the 0-1 from Layden, and that is to the backstop. So the count evens. Nope, it is actually picked by Whalers, beg your pardon. So the count's even, 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 on Colin Lynham. Here's the 1-1. Swung on and hit in the air toward right. Clark over to his left, and he will make a basket catch. Chased it down. Jason Clark making the play out in right field, and Lynham flies out for the first out of the inning. So with 1 down, that'll bring to the plate the shortstop, number 12, Tyler Palmer. And it's time now for our Fremont Moo trivia question for tonight. If you know the correct answer, jump on our live chat on fremontmoo.com/Mixler and type in the correct answer. As the first pitch from Layden is in there for a strike. Here's the question. I need to know which former Moo pitcher owns the record for most innings pitched in a season. Which former Moo pitcher owns the record for most innings pitched in one season? Here's a little bloop out to shallow center, and it drops in for a base hit. So Tyler Palmer comes up with a 1-out single, and that'll bring designated hitter Cole Kitchens now to the plate. If you know the correct answer, give us your answer on fremontmoo.com/Mixler. That's Mixlr. And see if you know which former Fremont Moo pitcher owns the record for most innings pitched in a year. The innings pitched was 82. 82 innings in one season. And here's a pitch that's in there for a called strike. It's now 0-1. 0-1 to Cole Kitchens, the designated hitter. This individual still works here in Fremont, as a matter of fact. Here's the 0-1. That pitch is high. And the count evens. It's now 1 ball and 1 strike to Cole Kitchens. Tyler Palmer down at first after a 1-out single. Fremont leads 4-0 here in the top of the 6th. Zane Layden's 1-1. Swung on and tapped back to the mound. Layden has it. His only play will be to first. And he tosses it over, and Long will make the snag and then step on the bag for out number 2. So Kitchens Bounces back to the mound, and Tyler Palmer advances to second base in the play. So a runner at second with 2 down, and it'll bring to the plate first baseman Jackson Trout. The season that the most innings was pitched by this individual was the very first year of the Moo, 2019. Here's the stretch and the pitch. And it's a fastball in the outside corner for a strike. It's 0-1. And this individual pitched at Midland. So if that helps out at all, no balls and 1 strike on Jackson Trout. Now the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, and this one's going to be ripped into left field, and it's going to be a foul ball. Just did hook foul down the left side. That was hit well by Trout, but couldn't keep it between the lines, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. So again, the question and hints one more time. During the 2019 season, which Midland University player that pitched for the Fremont Moo set the record for most innings pitched in 1 year? And it still holds up. That's 86 2/3 innings. And if you know the correct answer, send us a live chat on fremontmoo.com/Mixler. No balls, 2 strikes on Jackson Trout. Here's Layden's pitch. And inside and turned him around. Did not hit him, but came close.
Moo fans, I want to hear you. Let's go, Moo.
And the count now is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Jackson Trout. Out at second base, Tyler Palmer. Layden's 1-2. Off speed, and that one's going to be fouled back into the stands. The count stays at 1-2. That hit just underneath the press box.
Yeah, almost hit the glass.
1 ball and 2 strikes here on Jackson Trout. Next pitch is high for a ball. And the count now goes to 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Jackson Trout. Tyler Palmer out at second. Zane Layden in relief here, working the 6th inning. The 2-2. Fastball called strike 3 at the knees to end the inning. Zane Layden able to strike out Jackson Trout looking for his first strikeout, and that keeps the Prospects off the board. In the 6th, no runs, 1 hit with no errors, and 1 runner left on base. Midway through the 6th inning, it remains a 4-0 Fremont Moo lead. Back with more in a moment. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Gentlemen, here at Weesey Plumbing and Excavating, our customer's duty is our duty.
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Now, you're Fremont's finest, and I want you people-pleasing plunger anglers to remember here at Weesey, we don't stop fighting clogged drains, low water pressure, frozen pipes, until our residential and commercial customers are smiling. Am I making myself clear, you toilet, snake, and sink suckers?
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Now, our customers will find us in Fremont, on Facebook, and online at WeeseyPlum.com. Weesey Plumbing and Excavating. Your duty is our duty.
Now that's what a solid piece of wood sounds like. Look just past that left field wall at Moeller Field, you'll see Christensen Lumber, a solid lumber company for nearly a century. And there goes another ball into the lumber yard. Professional builders know Christensen Lumber is their home run hitter for quality materials. More contractors and woodworkers will tell you Christensen Lumber is the best choice to find quality cuts of lumber. Since 1923, Christensen Lumber. It's where the pros go. 714 South Main, just past the left field wall at Moeller Field.
Yeah.
Welcome back to historic Moeller Field. We go to the bottom of the 6th. The Fremont Moo leading the Nebraska Prospects by the score of 4-0. Zane Layden came on to work the 6th inning and was able to get around a 1-out single and got Jackson Trout striking out looking to end the inning. So that closes the book on Tyson Romero this evening. Romero goes 5 innings, 3 hits, no runs, walked 1 and struck out 5. And he's in position for the win, and if so, he would improve to 4-0 on the year. But still a lot of baseball left to be played here as we go to the bottom of the 6th. And for the Moo, it'll be the 5, 6, and 7 batters coming to the plate. Jason Willers, Neil Jansen, and Andrew Kirchner, as both teams are now into the bullpen. Both starters are out of the game. P.J. Laux went 4 2/3. He gave up 7 hits and a total of 4 runs, and 3 of those were earned. First pitch to Jason Willers. He swings and hits this ball in the air toward right field, but right at Spongberg, he will reach up and make the catch for out number 1. 1 pitch and 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So that'll bring to the plate the center fielder, Neil Jansen. Okay, let's get to the answer of our Moo trivia question tonight. The question once again was, which Moo pitcher owns the single-season record for innings pitched in a year? And the number, once again, was 86 2/3 innings, and that was during the very first season that the Moo existed in 2019. First pitch to Jansen is a fastball for a strike. And the correct answer is James Skirdo. James Skirdo, former Midland pitcher that pitched for the Moo, and now still works in town. I understand, I think he's the owner, or he's the manager of the Fremont 4 Theaters here in town. And he is the correct answer on the trivia question. So James Skirdo, 86 2/3 innings during the 2019 season, and that is the record for most innings pitched by a Moo player in franchise history. No balls and 2 strikes here on Neil Jansen. The next pitch is high from Luth, and the count now goes to 1-2. 1 out with nobody on. We're in the bottom of the 6th. The Moo leading the Nebraska Prospects 4-0. A 2-run home run by Timon Long in the bottom of the 1st, and an RBI ground out by Tyler Hummel scoring Neil Jansen brought in the first 3 runs, and the Moo able to get an RBI double from Tyler Harrington in the 5th. The 1-2, and it's swung on and foul back. The count stays here at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Well, I tell you what, we had an off day and we had a rain out, and just watching the Moo play here tonight, they've got more energy. You can tell. A lot more energy here tonight. Probably getting a spark from the big crowd that's here tonight, too. And jacked up to play this Prospects team that's won 14 straight. Here's the 1-2. And Jansen takes a breaking ball off the corner. The count evens. It's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 on Neil Jansen, the center fielder. Andrew Kirchner would be next. Truett Luth looking into Tucker Bradley to get the sign. Now the 2-2 pitch. And Jansen chops this one foul over by the Moo dugout. The count stays even up here at 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's been a good promotional night tonight as well with the Salute to Service night. A lot of folks that have had service members and their families being recognized here this evening. 2-2 on Neil Jansen. Next pitch. And he bends away from a fastball high. So the count goes full to the Moo center fielder. 3-2 the count here on Jansen. Luth regathers himself back behind the mound, and Jansen back in the batter's box. It's the count 3-2. Here's the kick and the pitch. Swung on and popped foul. So Kelly Johnson and I were talking earlier today. Kelly and his son Jonathan are doing our video production here on YouTube, on BSDN Live and FremontMoo.com. And it's one of those nights last night where I stayed up and watched a late-night movie last night. And it had some big-time names in it, but I don't ever remember the movie being promoted. Here's the 3-2, and it sails over the head of Jansen for ball 4. So Jansen draws a 1-out walk, and he'll be down to first base, and that'll bring up left fielder Andrew Kirchner. So the stars in this movie were Queen Latifah, Jimmy Fallon. Also, some of the stars in this movie were Anne Margaret, along with Giselle Bundchen. Here's the pitch, and Kirchner swings and misses, no balls and a strike. And the name of the movie was Taxi. Queen Latifah got a taxi license and was a just wild and crazy taxi driver in New York City, and Jimmy Fallon was a cop. It was entertaining. It was dumb, but it was entertaining. Here's the pitch. It's inside. The runner goes. The throw is offline, and it'll be a stolen base. The ball got away. Trying to get down to third will be Jansen, and he will be down to third base. So it'll be the second error on Tucker Bradley in the ball game. And Neil Jansen's been able to steal a base and get to third twice tonight in the same scenario. So the count 1 ball and 1 strike on Andrew Kirchner, and Neil Jansen's down at third. The 1-1 pitch. Kirchner swings and misses for strike 2, so it's now 1-2. Okay, I shouldn't say it was dumb. It was moderately dumb. 1-2 the count on Andrew Kirchner. The 1-2 pitch. Kirchner swings, hits a ground ball towards short, back end of the throw coming home, and Jansen slides in. He's safe. The ball 1-hop to Bradley, and Jansen scores on the play. The Moo get a run on a fielder's choice. Andrew Kirchner bringing home Neil Jansen. It was a good attempt by the shortstop Tyler Palmer throwing home, but Bradley could not handle the 1-hop throw. So it's now a 5-0 Moo lead. Kirchner's at first and Tyler Hummel at the plate. Tyler 1 for 2. Here's the pitch, and Hummel swings and fouls it off to the right side. No balls and one strike on Tyler Hummel. He had an RBI ground out in the second and singled in the fifth inning. And Jacob Ortiz will bring out more baseballs to home plate umpire Tucker McHugh this evening. So Fremont puts up another run and leads at 5-0 here in the bottom of the sixth. Kirchner with the lead over at first. Now the 0-1. That fastball is low, and it's 1-1. So, after these late-night games, you do a little work. You get your recap done, and Craig McMullen is great to put it up on our website for us. And when we get that done, and, after a late-night ball game and you're up, you can't fall asleep. So you got to do something. And so try to watch a movie to go to bed late at night or early in the morning. In the last couple of nights, I've watched a couple of comedies. Here's the 2-1. That misses outside. It's 3-1. 2 nights ago, I was able to take in Meet the Parents with Ben Stiller and Robert De Niro. That was just awkwardly funny. Here's the 3-1. And that's a fastball in there for a strike. It's 3-2. But that's all part of a trilogy. You got Meet the Parents, then you got Meet the Fockers, and then there's a third one. I can't remember the name of it. There is a third one. Here's the 3-2 pitch. And it's going to be tapped by Hummel off the third base side. Going to be a tough play. Charge at third, and Hummel's going to be safe. That's going to be an infield single for Tyler Hummel. He's got his second hit of the ball game. A swinging bunt by Tyler. And he has been productive all 3 times at the plate. And that puts runners at first and second with 1 out in the inning. So the inning will continue now for the right fielder, number 9, Jason Clark.
Number 9, Jason.
Clark is 1 for 2. He singled in the second inning and then grounded into a 4-6-3 double play in the fifth. We're in the bottom of the sixth. Fremont leading the Nebraska Prospects 5-0. And Truett Luth steps off the rubber for a moment and then resets. Here's the stretch by Luth. And the first pitch to Clark is on the outside corner for a strike. 1 strike on Jason Clark. Top of the order, Ben Swales will be next. Okay, I've smelled the hamburgers off the grill earlier. I'm getting the smell of popcorn right now. You guys getting that too? Here's the 0-1. And it's outside for a ball. We count now 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 on Jason Clark, the right fielder. Ben Swales on deck. Luth gets a sign. The 1-1 to Clark. Fastball misses outside. It's now 2-1. So I've, losing the hair, maybe losing the sight. The mind will go, but the nose has stayed put. You can, at least I got one sense that works. Here's the 2-1. And that's high for a ball. It's 3-1.
Saying otherwise you'd just be senseless?
Yes, Kelly. I would just be senseless. Like when Craig brings his peanut butter and jelly sandwich up here, and I know he starts eating at that. Yeah. Right? Yeah. He hasn't shared it with us yet because we know that we'll just absolutely just devour it in front of him and we'll get. Runner from second goes, the 3-1. Called strike on the outside corner for strike 2. And Andrew Kirchner steals third base. So the count is full. 3-2 here on Jason Clark with runners at the corners and 1 down. Truett Luth looking into Tucker Bradley for the sign. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So Luth gets a strikeout. As Clark is the second strikeout victim of Truett Luth here in his outing. And there are 2 down here in the sixth. So that'll bring us back to the top of the order now for the Moo. And shortstop Ben Swales. Swales 1 for 3. He singled and scored in the 5th inning. First pitch to Swales. And that cutter is outside for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. 1-0 to Swales. Yeah, I know it surprises you that I would usually, be sniffing when there's food around. Just like my miniature poodle that I've got, food? What? Huh? What? Runner from first goes, the 1-0 outside. And this faking the throw is Bradley. It rolls up the third base side. And scoring on the play will be Kirchner. That was an odd play. It is a stolen base for Tyler Hummel. And then you got to tag Bradley with another error there as that ball popped out of his hands, which allows Kirchner to score. and makes it now a 6-0 Fremont Moo lead. 2 balls and no strikes on Swales. He swings and fouls this one back. The count is 2-1. Bradley saw the runner at second going, and he went to fake the throw, but then he spiked it, and it bounced up the third base side. And scoring on the play was Andrew Kirchner. So Fremont leads at 6-0 here in the bottom of the 6th. 2 balls and 1 strike on Swales. The pitch. He swings and pops this ball into the air. Shallow right field. Munchen goes out, gives way. Spongberg comes in. Spongberg makes the catch, and that's the final out of the inning. So Ben Swales flies out for out number 3, but the Moo get 2 more runs here in the 6th, doing so on 1 hit. There were 2 errors, and there was 1 runner left on base. We're through 6. 6-0 Fremont Moo with the lead. Back with more in a moment. You're listening to Fremont Moo Baseball.
Gentlemen, here at Weesey Plumbing and Excavating, our customer's duty is our duty.
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Now, you're Fremont's finest, and I want you people-pleasing plunger anglers to remember here at Weesey, we don't stop fighting clogged drains, low water pressure, frozen pipes, until our residential and commercial customers are smiling. Am I making myself clear, you toilet snake and sink suckers?
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Now, our customers will find us in Fremont, on Facebook, and online at WeeseyPlum.com. Weesey Plumbing and Excavating. Your duty is our duty.
Now that's what a solid piece of wood sounds like. Look just past that left field wall at Moeller Field, you'll see Christensen Lumber, a solid lumber company for nearly a century. And there goes another ball into the lumber yard. Professional builders know Christensen Lumber is their home run hitter for quality materials. More contractors and woodworkers will tell you Christensen Lumber is the best choice to find quality cuts of lumber since 1923. Christensen Lumber, it's where the pros go. 714 South Main, just past the left field wall at Moeller Field.
Back to historic Moeller Field, we work our way to the top of the 7th. The Fremont Moo lead by a score of 6-0 as they score 2 unearned runs in the bottom of the 6th inning, and doing so with their feet. Stolen bases and throwing errors by catcher Tucker Bradley, allowing the 2 runs to score. So as we go to the 7th for the Prospects, it'll be 6, 7, and 8 in the order. Trey Mungeon, Tucker Bradley, and Cade Lynham against Zane Layden. Layden working his 2nd inning of relief. Got through the 6th, giving up a 1-out single and struck out a batter. And now we'll work the 7th inning. Fremont trying to push its win streak to 4 games and trying to get back to 10 games over 500 with a win. But most importantly, trying to snap the Nebraska Prospects' 14-game winning streak. So here's Trey Mungeon, who's 0 for 2. First pitch from Layden is high and inside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes to Mungeon. He's struck out swinging and flown out to center field, both those off of starter Tyson Romero. Here comes the 1-0 pitch, and that is going to be down low for a ball. So the count, 2 balls and no strikes on Trey Mungeon. Fremont got 2 in the first, a run in the second, added a run in the 5th, and 2 in the 6th. The 2-0. There's a fastball for a strike. So the count now 2-1 on Mungeon, the second baseman. What a nice night for baseball. 75 was our game time temperatures. Mungeon hits a ground ball to Harrington at third. He'll throw off balance across the diamond, and it will be picked by Timon Long for out number 1. A bounce that Long was able to handle, and Harrington throwing off balance makes the play, and that is the first out of the inning. So 1 down, and that'll bring to the plate now the catcher, number 10, Tucker Bradley. Bradley is 2 for 2. He singled in the 3rd and also in the 5th, and both times got stranded over at third base. So Tucker Bradley will step to the plate with 1 out and nobody on. Here's the pitch from Layden. Swung on, and it's going to be a bounce foul up the third base side. The count, no balls and 1 strike.
That's 1 Moo fans.
0-1 here on Tucker Bradley. Total of 4 games in the Independence League tonight. We'll check scores in a moment. 1 out and nobody on here at the top of the 7th. The 0-1 from Layden. Swing and a miss for strike 2. So Layden ahead in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. In Pier, Sawtooth Sockeyes are in front of the Oahe Zap 3-2. That ball game is in the bottom of the 8th inning. In Spearfish, the Casper Spuds lead the Spearfish Sasquatch 4-3. That game is in the top of the 5th. Zane Layden ready to go to work on Tucker Bradley. The 0-2 pitch. And that's high and inside, bends him away. And the count now goes to 1-2. In Dickinson, Badlands and Hastings are in the bottom of the fifth with the Big Sticks leading by a score of 1-0. That's a look at the Independence League Baseball scoreboard at this time. 1-2 from Layton, and that is down low for a ball. So the count evens. It's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 on the catcher, Tucker Bradley. 6-0 the Moo. We're in the top of the 7th. Zane Layton now ready. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. That fastball's outside. And the count goes full. Now 3 balls and 2 strikes. So Bradley will regather himself and gets back in the batter's box. And Zane Layton looking to go to work. The 3-2. Swung on and popped up. Foul ball. That'll be out of play to our right. And the count stays put here at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Remains a full count with 1 out and nobody on here in the top of the 7th inning. Bradley back in the box and Layton ready to go to work. Zane Layton ready, and now the 3-2. And that is inside for ball 4. So Tucker Bradley draws a base on balls. So he works his way aboard, and a base runner with 1 out here for the Prospects. That's going to send to the plate now center fielder number 2, Cade Lynham. Lynham is 1 for 1. He doubled in the 3rd inning, and he walked in the 5th. Here's the stretch by Zane Layton. The first pitch to Lynham. It's a fastball on the inside corner for a strike. So the count 0-1 to the Prospects center fielder. 6-0 Moo lead. We're in the top of the 7th. The 0-1 from Layton. Swung on. It's going to be tapped lightly up the first base side past the pitcher, and this is going to be an infield hit. And then the throw got away by Long. So it's going to be a hit and an error. The error gets charged to Long on the throw back to first base. Second error committed by the Moo in the contest. So Lynham is on with the single, and Tucker Bradley gets down to third base on the throwing error, and that puts runners at the corners. And that'll bring to the plate now right fielder Danny Spongberg. Spongberg is 0 for 2. He's flown out to center, and he has reached on a fielder's choice. The pitch by Layton is swung on and fouled off. And the count, no balls and 1 strike on Danny Spongberg. So Tucker Bradley is down at third. Cade Lynham is over at first. 6-0 the Moo here in the top of the 7th. Zane Layton running into a little bit of trouble here in the 7th inning. The 0-1. Breaking ball swung on and hit towards center field. Jansen coming in. He will dive. Did he make the catch? He did. And the throw will come in and the run will score. And so that now makes it, they're going to throw on over to third base to see. And they're going to, McHugh says he did tag. So the Prospects get on the board. Danny Spongberg with a sacrifice fly to center field for the 2nd out of the inning. And give him an RBI. Bringing home Bradley. So it makes it now 6-1. And brings Easton Swafford now to the plate, top of the order. First pitch, Swafford hits a bouncing ball out to Hummel at second. He will pick it up and flip it over to Swales, and that is the final out of the inning. So Swafford grounds out, or rather hits into an inning-ending fielder's choice, as Cade Lynham is forced out 4-6 for out number 3. In the inning for the Prospects, there was 1 run on 1 hit, there was 1 error, and there was 1 runner left on base. It's stretch time at historic Moeller Field where the Moo lead the Prospects 6-1. Back with more in a moment. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Fremont's place to be is the LA Fireproof Door Company. Beer, booze, burgers, and other stuff. Located at 325 North Main Street in downtown Fremont. Stop by and check out their awesome menu. The door is open Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. and Sunday from 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. Plus, the grill is open all hours the door is open. All items on the menu are available for takeout. Call 402-727-8911 to place your order. To see what's happening at the door, follow them on Facebook. That's the LA Fireproof Door Company, downtown Fremont. If you're in need of lawn equipment products or repair, contact the professionals at Extreme Outdoor Power at 805 South Broad Street in Fremont. Bring in your lawn equipment and get a same-day free estimate. Call 402-721-1905 for more information or to set up an appointment. Plus, check out the power equipment accessories Extreme Outdoor Power has available. You'll see why Extreme Outdoor Power is the #1 choice for lawn mowers, competitive pricing, customer care, financing, and free estimates. Open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5 and Saturdays from 9 to 3. Extreme Outdoor Power, where they don't sell just mowers, they sell lifestyles.
Yeah.
Welcome back to historic Moeller Field. Rich Ray with you on Big Dog Country, FremontMoo.com, and also YouTube at BSDN Live as the third pitcher of the ball game coming in now for the Nebraska Prospects. This is number 27, Charlie Mosser, a 6'1", 200-pound left-hander from Lincoln, and he plays his college ball at Hutchinson Community College. Charlie Mosser taking over on the mound. He's worked 7 innings this year. This is his 6th appearance. He's had 1 start. Mosser has no record, and he's given up 7 hits, 15 runs, 15 earned. He struck out 6 and walked 14. The ERA is a hefty one at 15.00. So Charlie Mosser will be facing the 2, 3, and 4 batters for the Moo: Hayden Lewis, Tyler Harrington, and Timon Long. 6-1, the Moo with the lead, as the Prospects got on the board for the first time in the top of the 7th inning, scoring an unearned run off of Zane Layden. So Hayden Lewis will step to the plate now, the DH. Lewis tonight 0 for 2. He struck out swinging, flown out to left, and he drew a walk and got stranded over at third base. So as we go to the bottom of the 7th, Lewis will lead things off. Lefty versus lefty matchup here. So Charlie Mosser into the line, and the first pitch to Lewis is a fastball down low. 1 ball and no strikes to Hayden. University of Nebraska Cornhusker, redshirted this year. Had off-season elbow surgery. The 1-0 swings and pops this one up left side, foul ball. It's 1-1. As I mentioned before, Hayden has a very good arm, and he is a threat from the outfield with that strong arm to gun anybody down. But had elbow surgery. Here's the 1-1, and the pitch is down low for a ball. It's now 2 balls and a strike. But Hayden's got a good bat, and he's a strong power pull hitter. 2 balls and 1 strike to the U10 Nebraska native. Here's the wind by Mosser, and now the 2-1 pitch. Lewis takes a fastball in the inside corner for strike 2. As the count evens, 2 balls and 2 strikes. A Moo victory tonight would also get Fremont back to 500 in the second half of the league. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And Lewis hits a bouncing ball to the right side into right field for a base hit. Hayden Lewis able to bounce one through the right side of the diamond. 9th hit of the ball game for the Moo as Lewis has his first hit tonight. So runner at first with nobody out, and that's going to bring to the plate now third baseman Tyler Harrington. Harrington's 2 for 3, doubled and scored in the first, struck out looking in the third, and then had an RBI double in the 5th inning. So Tyler will get his first look at Charlie Mosser this evening. Stretch by Mosser, the first pitch. Harrington swings, and he hits this one in the air to right center field, and this one is going to drop for a base hit. Lewis is around second. He's on his way toward third base, and Tyler Harrington and his return back to the Moo after a 2-week absence has the 3-hit ball game. And the 10th hit of the contest for the Moo tonight. So 2 consecutive hits, one by Lewis, one by Harrington off Charlie Mosser to begin the bottom of the 7th.
At the bat for your Moo, number 21, Timon.
So that will bring to the plate now first baseman Timon Long. Timon's 1 for 3, a 2-run home run in the first. Here's the pitch, and Long scoots away from that one, and the pitch got away and allows Harrington to get down to second base. So a wild pitch gets Harrington in a scoring position, and the count 1 ball and no strikes are on Timon Long. The Moo leading 6-1, and a chance to really crack this open here with a couple runners in scoring position and nobody out. Mosser's 1-0. And Long swings and pulls this one down the left side, and it's going to be foul down in the cow pasture. As the count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike on Timon Long. Got a few fans down in the pasture tonight, mostly youngsters chasing after the foul balls. They're bright. They know where they end up. 1-1 the count here on Timon Long. Next pitch. Timon swings and fouls this one back. So Mosser is ahead in the count at 1-2 on the Moo. First baseman this evening, Timon Long. I think the Moo also just got a mental jolt as well, seeing Tyler Harrington back with the team as well after the Moo thought he was going to be done for the year as he went back home to get ready for college and missed it. He just, we talked with him in the Moo mid-game interview, and he said, I was at home and it was just missing my baseball routine. And so he had, more or less, he had nothing else going on, so come back to Fremont where he loves it and playing ball. Here's the 1-2. Long swings and fouls it off. And the count will stay put here at 1 ball and 2 strikes. I think that foul ball maybe got the home plate umpire, got the catcher, Tucker Bradley. So Time and Long will remain at the plate here. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The runners at second and third are Lewis at third base, Tyler Harrington at second. Mosser is set, and here's the pitch. Long swings, and he lofts this ball in the air down the right field side in foul territory. Long run, but it's going to fall as a foul ball. Spongberg was giving chase but couldn't get to it. So the count stays put at 1-2. Want to remind our listeners to check out the great happy hour specials at La Hacienda Mexican Restaurant in Fremont at 3140 East Elk Lane. Monday through Thursday from 2 until 5, dine-in only. And don't forget to join us tomorrow night, as it'll be Game 2 of this short 2-game series, as the Moo take on the Prospects at 6:05 tomorrow night on Gone Country Night. The 1-2. And Long swings and misses. That ball's in the dirt. It'll be picked up by Bradley, and he'll throw down to first to record the strikeout for the first out of the inning. So Time and Long strikes out against Charlie Mosser, and that's Mosser's first strikeout in his appearance. So there's 1 down. And that's going to bring to the plate now the catcher, number 26, Jason Willers. Willers tonight is 0 for 3. He struck out looking, he struck out swinging, and he's flown out to right field. We're in the bottom of the 7th with the Moo leading it by a score of 6-1. Charlie Mosser ready to work against Willers. The pitch. Willers takes a breaking ball for a strike. It's 0-1. Checking current Major League Baseball action tonight, they're in the bottom of the 9th in St. Petersburg, where Atlanta is leading Tampa Bay 6-1. Top of the 9th inning in Houston, the Astros lead the Mariners 3-2. Here's the 0-1. Willers swings and fouls it back, and the count no balls and 2 strikes. Top of the 3rd inning in Los Angeles at Dodger Stadium, and the Dodgers are leading the Angels 6-0. Those are the 3 games currently taking place in the big leagues. Everything else is a final from earlier today. Here's the 0-2 to Willers, and that is his end to hit him. It hit Willers in the foot. The runners were advancing, but it ends up hitting Willers in the foot, so the runners got to go back. And Jason Willers will take first base, and that'll load up the bases with 1 down in the inning. So that'll bring to the plate the center fielder, number 31, Neil Jansen. Jansen is 1 for 2 tonight. He is singled, flown out to center, drawn a walk, stolen 2 bases, and scored 2 runs. So let's see what Jansen can do here with the bases loaded and 1 out. Pitch from Mosser. Jansen takes a fastball on the outside corner for a strike. It's 0-1. The New York Yankees defeated the Chicago Cubs at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx today. 6-3 was the final. 1 strike to count here on Neil Jansen. Next pitch. Breaking ball in there for strike 2. So Jansen down in the count. The Detroit Tigers used 3 pitchers today to throw a no-hitter against the Toronto Blue Jays. The Tigers win that ball game 2-0. Baltimore Orioles were a winner at Minnesota over the Twins 6-2. No balls and 2 strikes. The pitch to Jansen. Fastball outside. The count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. St. Louis Cardinals shut out the Chicago White Sox in Chicago 3-0. And the San Francisco Giants winners over the Colorado Rockies 5-3. Mosser's 1-2 to Jansen. Breaking ball high and away. The count evens. It's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Washington Nationals winners at home over the Texas Rangers today 8-3. The Cincinnati Reds were winners at the Milwaukee Brewers 8-5. Mosser's 2-2 pitch. And Jansen takes strike 3 at the knees for the second out of the inning. Jansen thought it was low, but Tucker McHugh says it's strike 3. So 2 strikeouts now for Charlie Mosser. And the inning will continue now for the left fielder, Andrew Kirchner. Kirchner is 0 for 3. He knocked in a run on a fielder's choice in the 6th inning, and he scored a run as well. Here's the pitch. That's in the dirt, and Bradley just got enough of it to keep it from going to the backstop. 1 ball and no strikes to count. Cleveland Guardians defeat the Kansas City Royals today 10-6. Boston Red Sox down the Oakland Athletics 10-3. And Miami was a 5-3 winner over the Phillies in South Beach. Arizona was a winner in 10 innings over the Pittsburgh Pirates 3-2. New baseball to Charlie Mosser. There is one game yet to be played tonight, coming up in about 10 minutes in San Diego. The Mets are playing at the Padres. So that's the updated Major League Baseball scoreboard. 1-0 pitch to Kirchner. He swings and misses. The count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. We remind you, you're listening to Big Dog Country, 98.9 FM, 1340 AM, KHUB, Fremont, Nebraska, AM and FM. And also on FremontMoo.com/Mixler. Video on FremontMoo.com and on YouTube at BSDN Live. 1-1 pitch is fouled back by Kirchner. And the count now is 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the left-handed hitting Andrew Kirchner out of UNLV. Bases are loaded. Lewis is at third, Harrington at second, and Willers is at first. Fremont leading 6-1 in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the 1-2. Harrington hits a little roller up the third base side. Going to be trouble, and it will stay fair, and the run will score. You couldn't roll it out there any better. Tyler, it'll be an RBI infield single for Andrew Kirchner, and that puts the Moo up now by a score of 7-1 as Hayden Lewis touches home plate. So 7-1 in favor of the Moo. And that brings Tyler Hummel to the plate. First pitch to Hummel. It's down low for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes to the Moo second baseman, who's 2 for 3 on the night, 2 singles. And he also had an RBI ground out. Here's the 1-0. Breaking ball, a little bit high. And the count 2-0 here on Tyler Hummel. The Moo scoring a run off Charlie Mosser here in the bottom of the 7th to push the lead back out to 6. Here's the 2-0. Hummel takes a fastball on the outside corner for strike 1. So the count 2 balls and 1 strike to Hummel. Jason Clark, the right fielder, will be next. Base is still loaded with Harrington at third, Willers at second, Kirchner at first. The 2-1 pitch. And it's going to be a bouncing ball to the hole at short, where it's going to be fielded, and the throw goes on over to third base to get the final out of the inning. So nicely done by the prospect shortstop Tyler Palmer to force out Jason Willers for out number 3. It goes 6-5 for the final out here in the 7th. But the Moo get 1 run, and they do so on 3 hits. There were no errors, and there were 3 runners left on base. We're through 7. Fremont leads the Prospects 7-1. Back with more in a moment. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Tommy's Express Car Wash on East 23rd in Fremont. Have you given the Unlimited Tommy Club a try? Just download the Tommy's Express app, and guess what? When you download it now, you get your first month free. That's the Tommy Club, keeping your car clean every day. Wash as many times as you want each month. The Tommy Club starts at just $24.99 per month. Sign up today at Tommy's Express Car Wash in Fremont.
When does a moment become life-changing? How can today make the difference for tomorrow? When envisioning what kind of future is possible, the challenges never stop. And neither do we. Methodist, the meaning of care.
Take a seat right over there. Sat on the stairs, stay or leave. The cabinets are bare, and I'm unaware of just how we got into this mess. Got so aggressive.
Back at historic Moeller Field, 7 innings complete. We go to the top of the 8th, where the Fremont Moo are leading the Nebraska Prospects by the score of 7-1. And the Moo will go to the bullpen, and we'll bring in number 32, Trey Nichols. Trey takes over on the mound now, as Zane Layden ended up pitching 2 innings of relief. And Layden gave up a total of 2 hits, 1 run. That run was unearned. He walked 1 batter, did Layden, in his appearance. And he struck out 1. So Trey Nichols now will take over for the Moo. Nichols, 6'3", 205 right-hander out of Midland, the hometown Bowling Green, Missouri. And Trey has had a nice summer on the mound here for the Moo. And he'll be trying to chew up outs here in the 8th. Nichols has worked 19 in the third innings this season. This will be his 8th appearance. He's had one start, and that start was the very first game of the year out at Hastings, where he was able to pick up a victory. Nichols is 3-0 with one save, and he has given up 20 hits, 13 runs, 11 earned. He struck out 20, and he has walked 3, and has an ERA of 3.98. So Colin Lynham will step to the plate now. Lynham is 0 for 3. He has struck out swinging, flown out to center, and flown out to right. So Trey Nichols will go to work here in the top of the 8th. First pitch is down low for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes to Lynham. So Nichols gets the tough part of the order here. 2, 3, and 4 here in the 8th inning. Next pitch, swung and a missed. Strike 1. 1-1 to Colin Lynham. Nichols working quickly, the 1-1, and that's down low. And the count now goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. The weekend series wraps up tomorrow night at 6:05 here at historic Moeller Field. And again, that rain out yesterday will be made up on Thursday of next week. The 2-1. Fastball is low, and Nichols falls behind at 3 balls and a strike to Colin Lynham. 7-1, the Moo with the lead, top of the 8th. The pitch. Fastball outside corner for a strike. So the count is full on Colin Lynham. It's now 3-2. Nichols to the wide and the pitch. Fastball missed outside for ball 4. So Colin Lynham will draw a base on balls to begin the top of the 8th inning for the Nebraska Prospects. So that'll bring to the plate now Tyler Palmer. Here's the first pitch, and it's going to miss for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes to Palmer, who is 1 for 3, singled in the 6th inning. Nichols out of the stretch, now the 1-0. Swung on and hit in the air to center field and hit pretty well. Jansen on his horse, back into the gap, reaches up and makes the catch on the run for out number 1. Neil Jansen able to chase that one down second time tonight. We've seen Neil go get a baseball, and he makes the catch for the first out here in the 8th inning. So with 1 down, it'll bring to the plate the designated hitter, number 32, Cole Kitchens. Kitchens is 0 for 3. He struck out swinging, reached on an error, and bounced back to the pitcher. Nichols is ready. First pitch to Kitchens. Fastball is high, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. 1 out, nobody on. Top of the 8th. Fremont leading the Nebraska Prospects 7-1. Nichols is ready, and the 1-0 pitch. Off speed is high for ball 2. The count out 2-0. Jackson Trout would be next. 1 run on 5 hits for the Prospects, 3 errors. Fremont 7 runs, 11 hits, and 2 errors. Here's the 2-0. Swung on and popped foul to our right and out of play. And the count will go to 2 balls and 1 strike. What a fun time of year after you get to the 4th of July. You've got Youth American Legion District baseball taking place right now, Junior Legion. You've got the Moo fighting for a championship here in the Collegiate Summer League. The 2-1 swung on a foul back. It's 2-2. Next weekend, the city of Fremont has the John C. Fremont Days Festival. So all the communities are starting to have their festivals taking place now. Fairs will be taking place as well. The Dodge County 4-H Fair will be during that festival. The Washington County Fair at the end of the month. 2-2 pitch swung on and foul back. So the count stays at 2-2 to Cole Kitchens. So you know what that means, people? Corn dogs and cotton candy for everybody. There we go. 2-2 on Cole Kitchens. Nichols' next pitch. Swung on and popped into the air to center field. Jansen coming in to his right now. He takes a couple more steps in, reaches up, and makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 fly ball outs. That produced the first 2 outs here of the 8th inning. And that'll bring to the plate now the first baseman, number 20, Jackson Trout. Actually, we're going to have a pinch hitter. This is number 18, Caden Young. So Caden Young is the pinch hitter. And he'll face Trey Nichols here in the 8th. First pitch to Young. He swings and fouls it back. No balls and one strike to Caden Young, 6'2", 205. He's from Columbus. Plays his college ball at Northeast Community College in Norfolk. One strike on Young. Next pitch, off speed, and the pitch misses. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike on Young. Next pitch on the way, swung on, a little liner, and Tyler Hummel with a little bunny hop goes up and makes the catch for the final out of the inning. So Young lines out, and that'll do it for the Prospects here in the 8th. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Fremont leading 7-1. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Find your purpose with work that matters. Methodist is hiring for clinical and non-clinical positions throughout our health system. Join a team that's making a difference and take advantage of a range of benefits like medical, vision and dental, flexible scheduling, and tuition assistance. To find all of our opportunities and apply online, go to bestcare.org/jobs. That's bestcare.org/jobs. Methodist, the meaning of care.
Get the highest attention to detail and decades of experience with landscaping, excavation, and snow removal. The expert team at Indra Mowing and Tree Care has years of professional experience and the vision to make your home or business more inviting. Keep your customers and employees safe from harsh weather with 24-hour emergency snow removal. Call for a free consultation. 402-720-5944. Located at 240 West Jackson Street in Fremont, Indra Mowing and Tree Care is open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. Keep your property looking sharp with Indra.
Take a seat right over there. Sat on the stairs, stay or leave. The cabinets are bare, and I'm unaware of just how we got into this mess. Got so aggressive.
Welcome back to historic Moeller Field. The Fremont Moo on the verge of their 4th straight victory, and they're trying to snap the Nebraska Prospects' 14-game winning streak as they lead it by a score of 7-1 going to the bottom of the 8th. And for Fremont, we're going to see a pinch hitter come to the plate, and this is going to be Braden Sweet. So Braden Sweet will swing a bat, and Jason Clark's spot in the order. He'll be facing Charlie Mosser here in the 8th inning. First pitch from Mosser is down and in for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes to Sweet, the Millard South graduate out of Iowa Western Community College. The wind by Mosser in the 1-0. Sweet swings and fouls it back. It's the count evens at 1-1. Top of the order, Ben Swales will be next. It's been an impressive offensive performance tonight by the Moo. 7 runs off of 11 hits. And 3 extra base hits in the ballgame. The 1-1. And Sweet swings and pokes this one foul to the left side. Out of play. And the count now goes to 1-2 on Braden Sweet. When we get to the 9th for the Prospects, it'll be the 6, 7, and 8 batters in the order. Mungeon, Bradley, and Colin Lynham. Or Cade Lynham, I beg your pardon. Mosser looking in to get his sign from Bradley. And here comes the 1-2 pitch. And that's down in the dirt. The count evens now. It's 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Braden Sweet, who's leading off the bottom of the 8th for the Moo. Pinch hitting for Jason Clark. Mosser into the wind. And now the 2-2 pitch. Fastball is low. And Sweet pushes the count full here at 3-2. Appreciate everybody listening in tonight and also watching on our video stream this evening. Getting some good shots again tonight from Kelly and Jonathan Johnson. Jonathan's doing all the work. Kelly's just kind of sitting back. 3-2 the count. Next pitch to Sweet. Just missed inside for ball 4. So Braden Sweet will draw a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the 8th inning. So back to the top of the order for the Moo. And the 5th plate appearance of the night for Ben Swales. Swales tonight, 1 for 4. Singled and scored in the 5th inning. So Mosser out of the stretch. Left-hander will bring this pitch home. Swales takes a fastball down low. 1 ball and no strikes to Swales. Hayden Lewis, the DH, on deck. Here's a stretch. Now the 1-0 pitch. Swung on a foul back, and the count evens. It's now 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike to Ben Swales, the shortstop. Again, a Moo victory tonight would put them 10 games over 500 and back to 500 in the second half of the Independence League. 1-1 on Swales. Next pitch. All the way to the backstop on the fly. And that wild pitch will get Braden Sweet down to second base. So a runner at second and a 2-ball and 1-strike count here on Ben Swales. The Moo set the tone to this one early, with Tyler Harrington getting a double and Timon Long with a 2-run home run. And Tyson Romero's strong 5 innings of work. The 2-1. Fastball at the knees, called strike. So the count is even up here on Ben Swales. 2 balls and 2 strikes. He was set for a 3-game series, but with Friday getting rained out, that game has been moved to Thursday, so it ends up being a 2-game set. Long pause here by an out time call by Ben Swales. And then the Moo will head to a pier coming up on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday against the Oahe Zap. And the Moo will be hungry for that one because last time they played a doubleheader against Oahe and dropped both games of that doubleheader to the Zap. 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Swales. The kick and the pitch. And that fastball is high. So the count is full, 3-2. Runner at second base is Braden Sweet. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th inning, with Fremont leading by a score of 7-1. Charlie Mosser, third pitcher of the ballgame for the Prospects. P.J. Lauk started. Truett Luth worked in the middle, and now Mosser pitching. The 3-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So Swales strikes out for the first out of the inning. That is the third strikeout in relief by Charlie Mosser.
Number 5, Hayden Lewis.
So 1 down, and it brings to the plate now the designated hitter, number 5, Hayden Lewis. Hayden is 1 for 3 tonight. Last time at the plate, singled and scored. That was in the 7th. Stretched by Mosser and the pitch to Lewis. And he takes a fastball inside for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes to the left-handed hitting designated hitter. Mosser's got his sign. Little look out to Sweet. Now the 1-0. And Lewis takes that ball down to the dirt. Bradley with a good stop. So the count now 2 balls and no strikes on Hayden Lewis. You bring Harrington back into the lineup, and you got a 3-4-5 set of Harrington, Long, and Willers. That's some really good pop in the bat in the middle of the Moo lineup, and that's tough. And the Moo are hoping to add some more productivity as the month continues. Here's a pitch down low and away. And the count now 3 balls and no strikes here on Hayden Lewis. Fremont has out-hit the Prospects tonight 11-5. There have been 5 errors in the game, 3 on the Prospects and 2 on the Moo. All 3 of the errors have been tagged to the Prospects catcher, Tucker Bradley, tonight. Sweet goes, and this pitch is high for ball 4. So Lewis draws a walk, but it's also a stolen base for Braden Sweet. And Fremont has runners at the corners with 1 down. And that is going to bring to the plate now Fremont's third baseman, Tyler Harrington. Harrington tonight, 3 for 4. 2 doubles and a single, an RBI and a run scored. Charlie Mosser trying to dig out a hole right in front of the pitching rubber to get a good foothold. Mosser to go to work. Pitch to Harrington. He swings and misses for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike to Tyler. Timon Long, the first baseman, will be next. The Moo have scored in every inning but the 3rd and the 4th. The 0-1. Harrington fouls this one back. So the count now is no balls and 2 strikes. 0-2 on Tyler Harrington, the Moo third baseman. 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th inning with Fremont leading 7-1. Charlie Mosser will look into Tucker Bradley for the sign. He's set, and now the 0-2 pitch. Harrington swings and fouls this one down the right side out of play. The count stays at 0-2. So for the next week, tomorrow night the Moo play the Prospects. 3 games at the Oahe Zap, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then back for a 4-game series with the Prospects. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday next weekend. The 0-2. Harrington takes it down low. The count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. And after that weekend, then we got 2 weeks left in the regular season. And then the Moo, of course, trying to prep to get ready for the championship series the first week in August. And the rest of the month will be up to determine who they'll play. Here's the 1-2. Down low. The teams that are threatening near the top right now are the Casper Spuds, Spearfish Sasquatch, and the Badlands Big Sticks. One of those 3 teams looks like will be the opponent for the Moo coming up in the first week of August. Here's the 2-2. And Harrington takes it high. A breaking ball that goes full. The count goes full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So we'll see if Lewis might be off and running down at first base with 1 down here. Sweet down at third. Lewis is at first. Charlie Mosser, he's ready. The 3-2 pitch. And Harrington hits a bouncing ball over the mound. Mungeon will drop it, tries to pick it up, and does get the force on Lewis at second base, but a run scores. And Fremont leads it now by a score of 8-1. So Tyler Harrington will get an RBI on the fielder's choice, bringing home Braden Sweet to make it an 8-1 Moo lead. And Lewis is forced out 4 unassisted. So that's going to bring to the plate now Timon Long, the first baseman. Timon tonight is 1 for 4. First pitch, and he hits a bouncer up the third base side, rolling foul. The count will go to 0-1. Long hit the 2-run home run off of P.J. Lounks in the first, and after that he has struck out 3 straight times. So he's been on both ends of the spectrum tonight. Fremont getting an insurance run here in the 8th to lead it now by a score of 8-1, the 7-run cushion, their largest cushion of the night. It's the count on Timon Long. No balls and 1 strike. Tyler Harrington down at first with 2 outs. Long back in the batter's box here to work against Charlie Mosser. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. And Long swings, and he tattoos this one to deep left field. It is a left fielder's salute. It is gone. Timon Long goes yard again, and the Moo lead it 10-1. That one, you could just close your eyes and listen to it and know that that one was out of the ballpark for sure. His second home run of the night, another 2-run shot for Timon Long, makes it a 10-1 Fremont Moo lead. That was majestic. So Fremont leading by a score of 10-1 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And that's the first time this season that a Moo player has a multi-home run game. And Timon Long now with 9 home runs on the year. So he's trying to catch up to DJ Van Atten from Spearfish, who had 10 coming into tonight. So with 2 down, here's Jason Willers. Jason's 0 for 3. First pitch from Mosser, and Willers fouls this one off to the right side. Gets 0-1. It is fun to watch Timon Long square up a baseball. When he makes contact, I mean, the swing is just a very nice, easy, strong swing, if you will, as Willers swings and misses. It's 0-2. But when he hits it square, boy, it just jumps right off the bat. No balls and 2 strikes to Jason Willers. Here's the wind, and now the 0-2 pitch. Willers swings, and he hits this ball in the air to right center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. Could be extra bases. Willers is around first. He's on his way towards second, and as the throw comes in, he will slide in there with a double. Jason Willers doubles to right center field for his first hit of the night. And the inning will continue now for the Moo, as it'll bring center fielder Neil Jansen to the plate. And Tucker Bradley's out there chatting with Charlie Mosser right now. And just giving him a little bit of encouragement and letting him catch his breath here to try to get the final out here of the 8th inning. But the Moo have put up 3 here in the 8th, their largest scoring inning of the contest.
Number 31, Neil Jansen.
It's going to bring center fielder Neil Jansen to the plate. Neil tonight is 1 for 3, a single, 2 stolen bases, 2 runs scored. He's flown out and also struck out looking. Jason Willers out at second base with 2 down. Charlie Mosser ready, and time called. Tucker Bradley called time just before Mosser was going to bring the pitch home. Might be one of those scenarios where Mosser gave the sign or Bradley gave the sign, and before Mosser was going to bring it home, Bradley was thinking in his head, no, we don't want to throw that one. So time was called. Pitch to Neil Jansen. Fastball high and away. Ball one. 1 ball and no strikes to the Moo center fielder. He has been very productive tonight, offensively and defensively. He's made some nice plays in the gap, chasing down fly balls, and he's been able to get on base and do things with his feet tonight, too. 1 ball and no strikes. Pitch from Mosser. And Jansen takes that breaking ball inside. As the count now goes to 2 balls and no strikes. On Neil Jansen, the center fielder, Andrew Kirchner is in the on-deck circle. Two 2-0. The count on Jansen. Next pitch. Fastball low. Bradley able to block it. The count now 3-0. And now, Trevor Varley is out of the dugout here. He wants to chat with his infield, it looks like. Or, nope, just the middle infielders and also the battery here. So the count 3 balls and no strikes. Once again, join us tomorrow night at Historic Moeller Field for Gone Country Night. 6:05 will be the first pitch. We'll be on the air at 5:45 tomorrow. And Gone Country Night means if you bring your country apparel and then you wear that, maybe the cowboy hat or the boots, maybe some good-looking flannel shirts, then you can get in half price for your general admission ticket tomorrow night. And there'll be a lot of country music themes that'll be taking place tomorrow as well, and we'll have a good time for the final game of the series. So Trevor Varley wraps up his conversation on the mound with Charlie Mosser and the middle infielders and also the catcher, Tucker Bradley. So the count on Neil Jansen is 3 balls and no strikes. Jason Willers is out at second base with 2 down. And Mosser will go to work. The 3-0 to Jansen. And that is off the it's a wild pitch for ball 4. And advancing to third on the wild pitch will be Willers. So runners are at the corners.
Number 39, Andrew Kirchner.
Second wild pitch, third of the game by Mosser. And that's going to bring left fielder Andrew Kirchner now to the plate. Kirchner tonight is 1 for 3. He had a swinging bunt for an RBI his last time, and he hits this one off the right side, broke the bat. Mungin's got it. He'll toss it on over to first in time for the final out of the inning. So Kirchner grounds to second base, and that'll do it for the Moo. But Fremont sends 8 batters to the plate in the 8th, scoring 3 runs. And they do it off of 2 hits. The big hit in the inning was the second 2-run home run by Timon Long in the ball game. There were no errors, and there were 2 runners left on base. Last chance for the Prospects. We go to the top of the 9th. Fremont leads it 10-1. Back with more in a moment. This is Fremont Moo Baseball. For top-notch trash pickup that is timely and professional, contact the pros at S2 Roll-Offs and Refuse in Fremont. Whether it's residential and commercial trash pickup you need, S2 is there for you. They also provide recycling services, plus yard waste disposal. For big projects, contact S2 about roll-offs to get the job done efficiently. Make sure to refer a friend to sign up for S2 services. If your friend mentions your name, you'll get 2 months of free service. It's just another way of saying thank you for choosing S2. Located at 439 North Main Street, call 402-727-6806 to sign up today. S2 Roll-Offs and Refuse. Keel's Barbershop is a proud sponsor of the Fremont Moo. Established in 1973, Keel's is a men's old-fashioned barbershop with a relaxed atmosphere where you don't need to make an appointment. They do haircuts for all ages. Keel's is located at 88 West 6th Street in downtown Fremont. Call 402-727-9005. Keel's Barbershop. As good as the best, better than the rest.
I got a condo in Manhattan. Baby girl, what's happening? You and your ass invited. So gonna get to
Welcome back to Historic Moeller Field. Last chance for the Nebraska Prospects as we go to the top of the 9th. The Fremont Moo leading by a score of 10-1. And Trey Nichols will try to close this out with his second inning of relief. And he'll face the 6, 7, and 8 batters, Trey Mungin, Tucker Bradley, and Cade Lynham. 1 run on 5 hits for the Prospects, 3 errors. For Fremont, 10 runs on 13 hits and 2 errors. And the story tonight has been Timon Long with 2 2-run home runs and Tyson Romero with 5 solid innings on the mound. And Fremont 3 outs away from snapping the Nebraska Prospects' 14-game winning streak. So it'll be Trey Mungin who will lead things off. Mungin is 0 for 3. He struck out swinging. He's flown out to center, and he has grounded out to third. So Trey Nichols getting ready to go to work here in the 9th. First pitch to Mungin. It's a fastball low, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes to Trey Mungin. 6:05, first pitch tomorrow night here at historic Moeller Field. Here comes the wind and the 1-0 pitch. And that fastball's in the dirt and bounces away. So the count now 2-0 on Mungin. Trey Mungin, a Millard South graduate out of Southwest Baptist University. They're trying to chase down the baseball, and Carson Yossa can't find it. He can't find the ball. Did he get underneath the backstop? Darius Blasingame comes out, and he finds the ball. Darius is just like, the guy that he's the get her done guy on the team. Here's the pitch down low for a ball. It's now 3-0. 3 balls and no strikes to Trey Mungin. There's the wind and the pitch. And it's in there for a strike. It's now 3-1. Nichols into the wind, ready to go again, the 3-1. Swung on a miss, strike 2. Good hard fastball from Nichols. So the count is full on Trey Mungin, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Nichols winds on the next pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Trey Nichols gets a strikeout. His first tonight. And there's 1 down here in the top of the 9th inning. So that's going to bring to the plate the catcher, number 10, Tucker Bradley. Bradley is 2 for 2. He's singled twice. He's drawn a walk, and he has scored a run.
10, Tucker Bradley.
So Bradley will step to the plate with 1 out and nobody on. Nichols to the wind, and the first pitch to Bradley. It's a fastball high and away for a ball. It's 1-0. After Bradley, then will be Cade Lynham. Comes the wind and the 1-0 pitch from Nichols. And that is on the outside corner for a strike, and the count evens at 1-1. If the Moo can get the victory, it would be their 3rd against the Prospects this year in 7 games. Here's the wind and the 1-1 to Bradley. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And Nichols is ahead in the count here at 1 ball and 2 strikes on Tucker Bradley.
That's 2 Moo fans. Who's feeling thirsty out there on this Saturday night?
Nichols ready. Looking into Jason Willers. Now we'll wind, and the 1-2 pitch is outside for a ball. The count evens on Bradley. It's now 2-2. Nichols, the 3rd pitcher of the game for the Moo. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And that's in there for called strike 3. Bradley struck out looking.
That's 3. All viewers half price at the end of the inning.
Tucker Bradley strikes out. And now the Prospects are down to their final out. And that is going to bring to the plate. Looks like a pinch hitter. And stepping to the plate is Cooper Tessendorf. First pitch to Tessendorf is in there for a strike. So Tessendorf is the pinch hitter. The 0-1 sails high. And the count now is 1-1. Nichols delivers the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 1-2 on Tessendorf, 5'10", 190. Sophomore at Northern State in Aberdeen, and he is from Columbus. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3 to end the ball game. Trey Nichols strikes out the side in the 9th inning, and Fremont defeats the Nebraska Prospects 10-1. And the cow jumps over the moon on a Saturday night at historic Moeller Field in Fremont. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. The final score, once again, the Fremont Moo 10 and the Nebraska Prospects 1. Stand by, our post-game report is coming up next. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Play Powerball and Mega Billions from the Nebraska Lottery. You have a chance to win millions. Not only does the Nebraska Lottery give you a chance at winning it big, the Nebraska Lottery is given back to the state in the tune of $923 million. Play Trucks and Bucks for a chance to win one of 8 blue Ford F-150s. Chances of winning are 1 in 336,000. Powerball drawings occur on Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday nights. Other games included a Nebraska Pick 5, Lucky for Life, Pick 3, My Day, and 2x2. Stop by a Nebraska Lottery retailer and pick up a ticket or one of the many scratch-off games that are available. The Nebraska Lottery. Must be 19. Please play responsibly. If you are in need of electrical services in the eastern Nebraska area, contact Fremont Electric Company. They provide free estimates, are competitively priced, and same-day services available. Fremont Electric employs top-quality electricians. In business since 1974, Fremont Electric provides installation and repair services for your industrial property, plus top-of-the-line installations for commercial properties as well, serving Fremont, Blair, and surrounding areas. Fremont Electric is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. with 24-hour service available. Call 402-727-4932. Fremont Electric. Pop open a crisp, cool, refreshing Coors Light. As cold as the Rockies. Mountain cold refreshment. Cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged. Coors Light. Cold lager below freezing for a lighter, crisper taste. Cold filtered for a bright appearance, and cold packaged for peak refreshment. When the mountains turn blue on your Coors Light can or bottle, it's as cold as the Rockies. Enjoy a Coors Light today. Must be 21 or over. 2023 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Contact the technicians with the G-Force team at Getchman's Heating and Air Conditioning for all your heating and AC needs. Whether your unit needs a tune-up or a major replacement, the trusted technicians for Getchman's Heating and Air Conditioning will provide fast and reliable service year-round. Plus, with their trusted reputation, they are the technicians that you can trust with your house keys. If your AC is not working properly during the summer months or you need your heater tuned up before winter, call the trusted technicians at Getchman's today, 402-721-6301 in Fremont.
It doesn't get better than Allo Communications in Fremont. Allo Communications offers 100% fiber to the home, internet, TV, and phone service options in Fremont. No more buffering, no more lag, just crazy fast internet and crystal clear TV and phone. Sign up now for a service that best fits your needs. Call 402-459-2055 for residential sales and ask about business sales too. Located at 1640 East 29th in Fremont. Open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. Allo Communications.
Welcome to Fremont and Dodge County, where we invite you to play, shop, stay, and eat. Dodge County is where your next outdoor adventure is at your fingertips. Fremont and Dodge County have many hotels, campgrounds, and RV parks to suit any needs. Come explore the hidden treasures scattered throughout these vibrant, small town and sleepy rural villages that harmonize with nearby urban opportunities.
Wouldn't it be great if you could have your insurance for auto, home, business, farm, life, and retirement in just one agency? That's what Inspro, a Marsh McLennan Agency Company LLC, is for. They can help protect what's important to you. With Inspro, your future is limitless. Visit Inspro in Fremont or call them at 402-721-9707. Nationwide is on your side. Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates, Columbus, Ohio. Subject to underwriting guidelines, review, and approval.
Back at historic Moeller Field in Fremont, where the Fremont Moo have defeated the Nebraska Prospects by the final score of 10-1 in a ballgame that clipped right along tonight. It took 2 hours and 26 minutes, and the Moo offense got going early and got great pitching from Tyson Romero, and Fremont was able to keep the Prospects at arm's length tonight and win this one by a 9-run cushion. 10-1 is the final score. For the Moo, 10 runs on 13 hits, committing 2 errors and stranding a total of 9 base runners. The Prospects had 1 run on 5 hits, committing 3 errors and stranded 7 base runners. The winning pitcher was starter Tyson Romero. The Nebraska Wesleyan product out of Lincoln improves to 4-0 in the season. He worked 5 innings, giving up 3 hits, no runs, walked 1 and struck out 5. Zane Lynham pitched 2 innings as Zane Layden pitched a total of 2 innings, did Layden. And he gave up 2 hits, 1 unearned run, walked 1 and struck out 5. And Trey Nichols pitched the final 2 innings as he walked 1 and struck out 3. For the Prospects, starting pitcher P.J. Laux takes the loss. He's now 5-1 in the season. Laux worked 4 2/3 innings, giving up 7 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned. He walked 1, struck out 7, and gave up the first home run by Timon Long in the ballgame. Truett Luth pitched an inning and a third, giving up 1 hit, 2 unearned runs, walked 1 and struck out 2. And Charlie Mosser pitched 2 innings, giving up 5 hits, 4 runs, all earned, walked 3, struck out 3, gave up Timon Long's second home run of the ballgame, had 3 wild pitches, and hit 1 batter. The Moo got on the board in the bottom of the first inning with 2 down. Tyler Harrington doubled, and then Timon Long at a 2-1 pitch from Laux hit a high fly ball over the left field fence for a 2-run shot to put the Moo up 2-0. In the third, the Moo would add a run. Neil Jansen led off with a single, stole second, and got to third on an errant throw down to second base. And 2 batters later, Tyler Hummel hit a high chopper to second that allowed Jansen to score to put the Moo up by a score of 3-0. The Moo would extend that lead in the bottom of the 5th inning after a single and a ground-out double play wiped out the base runners. The Moo put a 2-out rally together as Ben Swales singled, Hayden Lewis drew a walk, and Tyler Harrington had an RBI double to bring in Swales that put the Moo up by a score of 4-0 at the end of 5 innings of play. And at the 6th, the Moo would add a couple more. With 1 down, Neil Jansen drew a walk, stole second, and got to third on an errant throw. And then Andrew Kirchner was able to reach on a fielder's choice, and that allowed Jansen to score. It was a ground ball to short, and the throw came home. Jansen scored on the play, and then Tyler Hummel would deliver a base hit. And then later on in the inning, after Kirchner stole third, he was able to come home on an errant throw when Bradley went to fake a throw, and he spiked it in the ground, and Kirchner was able to score from third on the play. So the Moo at that point led it by a score of 6-0 after 6 innings. The Prospects would get on the board in the top of the 7th with a 1 out. Tucker Bradley drew a walk, and he got to second base on an errant throw by Timon Long over at first on a base hit by Cade Lynham. And later in the inning, Danny Spongberg delivered a sacrifice fly to center, scoring Bradley. And at that point in the 7th inning, made it a 6-1 lead. The Moo would get that run right back, though, in the 7th, facing Charlie Mosser. Hayden Lewis singled. Tyler Harrington did the same. And then a strikeout by Timon Long with 1 down allowed Jason Willers to come to the plate. After a wild pitch, got runners to second and third. Willers was hit by a pitch, which loaded up the bases. 2 batters later, Andrew Kirchner delivered a RBI single, scoring Hayden Lewis, and the Moo led it 7-1 at the end of 7 innings of play. In the 8th inning, the Moo would add 3 more off of Charlie Mosser, as pinch hitter Braden Sweet led off with a base on balls, got to second on a wild pitch, and would later steal third. Hayden Lewis drew a walk, and then Tyler Harrington had a RBI fielder's choice, which allowed a Sweet to score to make it a 9-1 lead, or beg your pardon, an 8-1 lead. And then the next batter, Timon Long, on an 0-1 pitch from Charlie Mosser, hit a towering, majestic 2-run home run over the Moeller Monster to left. His second 2-run home run of the ballgame, and that made it 10-1. In the 9th, Trey Nichols was able to close it out as he struck out Trey Mungen swinging, got Tucker Bradley looking, and was able to get Cooper Tessendorf to swing and miss at a 1-2 pitch to end the ballgame, and Fremont wins it 10-1. For the Moo, Tyler Harrington goes 3 for 5 with 2 RBIs. Timon Long goes 2 for 5 with 2 2-run home runs, 4 runs batted in. Long now with 9 home runs on the year and 29 runs batted in. Andrew Kirchner goes 1 for 5 with an RBI, and Tyler Hummel was 2 for 4 with a run batted in. For the Prospects, Tucker Bradley goes 2 for 3. Cade Lynham was 2 for 2. Danny Spongberg was 0 for 3 with an RBI. The Moo win it by the final score of 10-1. With the victory, Fremont now improves to 22-12 on the season and 5-5 in the Independence League's second half. The Nebraska Prospects have their 14-game win streak snapped. They are now 20-4 and 6-1 in the Independence League's second half. Let's announce our Goodwood Award, and it's presented by Christensen Lumber. 100 years strong, just beyond left field at historic Moeller Field in Fremont on South Main Street. That's Christensen Lumber. Timon Long gets the award tonight, no question about it, with his 2 2-run home runs. As he goes 2 for 5, knocked in 4, 2 2-run shots. Timon Long gets the Goodwood Award presented by Christensen Lumber. All right, let's take a look at the other action in the Independence League tonight. In Pierce, South Dakota, Sawtooth and Owyhee
just wrapped up, just as we speak, and Oahe wins it by a final score of 5-4 over the Sockeyes. In Spearfish, they're in the bottom of the, or I beg your pardon, they're in the top of the ninth, and Casper is leading Spearfish 5-3. And in Dickinson, North Dakota, the Badlands Big Sticks are leading Hastings 5-0. That ball game is in the top of the ninth. Final score here, 10-1 in favor of the Fremont Moo. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Major League Baseball scoreboard for you tonight before we wrap it up. In the bottom of the fifth inning at Dodger Stadium, the Dodgers are leading the Angels 8-0. Top of the third in San Diego, the Padres lead the Mets 3-0. Finals earlier, the Yankees down the Cubs 6-3. The Tigers used 3 pitchers to no-hit the Toronto Blue Jays 2-0. Baltimore defeats Minnesota 6-2. St. Louis shuts out the Chicago White Sox 3-0. The Giants over the Rockies 5-3. The Nationals over the Rangers 8-3. The Reds defeat the Brewers 8-5. Cleveland defeats Kansas City 10-6. Boston over Oakland 10-3. Miami defeats Philadelphia 5-3. It was Arizona over Pittsburgh 3-2. Atlanta a winner over Tampa Bay 6-1. The Astros down the Mariners 3-2. That's the updated Major League Baseball scoreboard. Final score here tonight here at historic Moeller Field. It was Fremont 10 and the Nebraska Prospects 1. Join us for the final game of this short 2-game set tomorrow night when it's Gone Country Night at historic Moeller Field. First pitch will be at 6:05, and we'll be on the air at 5:45 on Big Dog Country, FremontMoo.com, FremontMoo.com/Mixler, and on YouTube on BSDN Live. Thanks to our sponsors who made the broadcast possible tonight, and to our listeners and our viewers, and the great work from our video crew of Kelly and Jonathan Johnson. We appreciate all their work here again tonight as well. That's going to wrap things up from historic Moeller Field in Fremont, where the final score here tonight was the Fremont Moo 10 and the Nebraska Prospects 1. Until tomorrow evening, this is Rich Ray saying good evening and so long from historic Moeller Field in Fremont, Nebraska.
The preceding broadcast has been a presentation of Fremont Moo Baseball.